This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace.
Last year, I went through many different life changes. I needed to take a pause and examine how I was feeling in the inside to better show up for the ones who need me to be my best version of myself.
When you're navigating life's changes, Talkspace can help. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatry providers that you can access anytime, anywhere.
Living a busy life, navigating a long-distance relationship, becoming a first-step father, Talkspace made all of those journeys possible. I could speak with my therapist in the office. I could speak with my therapist in the comfort of my home. I was never alone.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Golden Globes last night, what a weirdo show. So the New York Post said this, quote, "For better or for worse, this had to be the most eccentric list of film winners at any major award show ever held on American soil. It was like being at Cannes, only with more deodorant." However, the saving grace of this show was Nikki Glaser was incredible. And if you don't know her, because she's like, she does all the big roasts and everything else, but she really walked a great line last night. She wasn't too offensive. She took shots, but she didn't take anybody down. Like, she was flawless last night.
She was as good as Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
I fully agree. I fully agree. So here's a little bit of Nikki. Give me number 10 or number 9.
Wicked, queer, night bitch. These are not just words Ben Affleck yells after he orgasms. These are some of the incredible movies nominated tonight.
Damn, Nikki.
The Bear, The Penguin, Baby Reindeer. These are not just things found in RFK's freezer. These are TV shows nominated tonight. And what a night. I look out and I see some of the hardest working actors in show business. And by that, I mean your servers. Yes. Yes, give it up.
Wow.
They'll be bringing you your cocktails to drink and your food that you'll look at.
Wow.
That you'll look at.
Here is Nikki. There wasn't a lot of politics in her routine, but there was this.
Zendaya is here. Zendaya, you were incredible in Dune. Oh my God, I woke up for all of your scenes. You were so good.
Yo, she's good.
And Challengers, girl, oh my God, it was so good. I mean, that movie was more sexually charged than Diddy's credit card. I mean, seriously. Oh, no, I know, I'm sorry. I'm upset too. The after party's not going to be as good this year, but we have to move on. Yeah. I know Stanley Tucci Freak-Off just doesn't have the same ring to it, but no baby oil this year, just lots of olive oil, okay?
She's like, yo, bad.
Stanley didn't know whether to laugh or not.
Yeah, you could tell he was a little confused in that moment.
But the best was she starts talking to Timothée Chalamet and goofing on his name. And then Adam Sandler gets dragged into the whole thing. This was like one of the best moments of the entire night.
Actually, your name sounds like something Adam Sandler would say. No, Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet. Oh, yes, Timothée Chalamet. I think Sandler's here. Sandler, can I get a Chalamet?
Hey, Chalamet!
Oh, hey! A good Chalamet to you, sir. A Chalamet to you.
Oh, that's good.
Bro, she was so good. Like, she was great.
I love that.
We talked about this earlier, but I want to get your thoughts on it, which was The Rock was seated right at the front, so anytime a presenter came out, they were standing right in front of Dwayne Johnson, whose head was very red and wet, by the way. It was very, I don't know if you saw it. He was like very red and very wet. But so Vin Diesel and The Rock, we know they have had a massive history of just beefing and everything else, right?
It's like me and Shem.
Yeah. So Vin Diesel walks out. Was this shade or was he making light? Was he what you let me know your feelings after this.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yo, that's straight up shade. Are you kidding?
That's sizing him up.
The way he said it too. Hey,
yeah.
Like,
that
look
was
at
a
me,
deep voice.
Yeah, like I'm on the stage and you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, The Rock smiled and nodded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's he going to do? Get up there and
Yeah. He's
throw
always
people's elbow?
Yeah, because he's got to be the bigger guy, right? The Rock has the one that has more to lose.
Hey, Dwayne.
Like, yo, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? It's on site of the Golden Globes.
Wow.
Hey, Dwayne.
Especially because everybody else on stage was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Dwayne Johnson is right there.
Yeah.
Like everybody was referencing The Rock at the Golden Globes.
Bro,
everybody.
Vin Diesel trying to make a statement.
Hey, Dwayne.
Honestly, I could hear him say that all the time.
Good. Damn. So do you like Vin Diesel, Maria?
I like his voice.
But you
like-
but you like what it's what it comes out of?
No, I just the voice.
Oh, okay. But you know what it comes out of?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Dwayne.
Right, Shem?
Wait a second, Maria.
It doesn't matter, Shem.
Did you fall in love with that voice from when you were a kid and saw Iron Giant?
What's Iron Giant?
Oh, okay.
Damn.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Nikki Glaser was talking to Howard Stern the day after on the Golden Globes, so this was yesterday. She went through a bunch of the jokes that got cut that she didn't get a chance to do, so let me read a few of them for you here. One joke that got cut was she was looking at the crowd and she was going to say, this is the last time all of you will be in the same room together until the Diddy trial.
Oh, no!
Conclave, that movie about the picking the new pope. She goes, I loved Conclave. It's about choosing a new pope. It's heartwarming. It'll touch you so much that the church will have to move it to another theater.
Chuck, you know you want to laugh, but you can't. You can't,
Wow.
bro.
Here's Ben Affleck.
Look at
Just like, there's more. There's more. Her writers were so good. She goes, here's Ben Affleck. I can't wait to see what Jennifer you ruin next.
Oh, no.
But my absolute favorite one was Timothée Chalamet took lessons in guitar, dialect, movement, and vocals to become Bob Dylan. While Bob Dylan became Bob Dylan the old-fashioned way, heroin and autism.
Oh my! I am shook.
She also said that she, remember when Jared Carmichael hosted 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. So he apparently made $500,000 to do the show. And then I guess Joe Coy got around the same. And Nikki said that she got less than that, but she's okay with that because she's going to ask for more next year. Yes. And the story is they are probably going to ask her to come back again next year because she was so amazing.
Not
so
probably, they are.
Yeah, she'll get the gig next year.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau out in front of Rideau Cottage yesterday morning at around 11 a.m. had this to say to the Canada.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the president of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
So the party's a mess. And now we all have to sit around and wait for them to get their stuff together and find a new leader. I don't know who wants that job. And then an election's going to happen, I guess. And then whoever
How
they
soon
run.
do they call that?
The election? Well, this is, I think that, I don't even think they're going to make a decision on a leader until the end of March is when I think that's going to like really start. And then so after that, and then maybe they go back into Parliament and then they call another no confidence vote. And if
So everything is paused till March?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to take a while. Months.
Is it March
months.
24th or something?
Yeah. Well, that's not that's not the end date, right? And then you got to get everybody back together. They gotta wait for a day where they can call a vote of no confidence.
But who's next in line?
And then the NDP's got to get their heads out of their butts and vote finally
in the state,
for no confidence.
I don't know.
And then.
In the
election.
States, right? You
Yeah.
got your president, your vice president.
Yes.
Something happens to the president, VP steps up.
Right.
Takes control.
Right.
The president's gone. Prime Minister.
Yes. Well,
So
because
who's next?
Well, because you're not like an elected prime minister. You're the leader of a party. Right? Like nobody runs to be prime minister. You are running as the leader of that party, and then the people elect that party, right? So it's not like there's a number two waiting. There has been in the past when a prime minister stepped aside and then they just put somebody in the interim, and then the party will have their thing. They could have done that, but if they do that, there's going to be an election right away, and whoever that sucker is that goes in and takes that job is going to get absolutely demolished. And who wants that on their record? That's Kim Campbell all over again, right? So we just now have to wait until they sort out their sort of internal dealings with the party, and then maybe you get an election before the fall. Maybe you don't. I don't even know.
Great.
But it's a mess.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
J-Lo, quickly before we go, so she's keeping the Ben Affleck ring because they settled their divorce on Monday. They finalized everything. And this is now engagement ring 6 that J-Lo adds to the collection.
Damn.
So she started out with a $130,000 ring from Ohani Noah. Then she upgraded to a $200,000 ring when she married Chris Judd. Then along came Ben Affleck with his first ring, which was $2.6 million. They never made it to the altar, but she kept the ring. Husband number 3, Mark Anthony, put a $6.5 million ring on that finger. A-Rod, $2 million is what he spent on a ring. And the Ben Affleck ring was $5.6 million, 8.5 carat green diamond. She's keeping that as well.
But she's not selling any of them.
So no, so she's got
keep them.
She's got 6 rings, $17 million in engagement rings.
I'm going to call her Jennifer Thanos from now on.
No,
That's incredible.
So
Infinity
wrong.
Stones.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
It's so wrong.
I am inevitable. And she snaps.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace.
Last year, I went through many different life changes. I needed to take a pause and examine how I was feeling in the inside to better show up for the ones who need me to be my best version of myself.
When you're navigating life's changes, Talkspace can help. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatry providers that you can access anytime, anywhere.
Living a busy life, navigating a long-distance relationship, becoming a first-step father, Talkspace made all of those journeys possible. I could speak with my therapist in the office. I could speak with my therapist in the comfort of my home. I was never alone.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Man, the amount of devastation in California, an estimated 1,000 structures have been destroyed. This morning, a new fire was raging up the Hollywood Hills. Estimated $57 billion in damage and economic loss so far is what they're estimating. That's going to skyrocket.
Right by the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, and so there's like 3 other fires that were going on. Everybody's being evacuated, and
Is this the worst now that LA has ever seen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was the worst before the other 2 started, but it has to be because there's been reports of like arson and stuff like this. And then I watched one fire chief yesterday talking about how the original Palisades fire just started in a backyard and then crawled up the hill. But yeah, so you just got to wonder if people are down there now sort of taking advantage of the chaos and starting other fires, which is completely crazy to even fathom.
Why would you want to do that?
I can't even, how would that even enter your mind?
Yeah, I know.
To do something like that.
I know.
Like everybody's you would just think that everyone there is in survival mode, right?
Paris Hilton wrote, sitting with my family, watching the news and seeing our home in Malibu burned to the ground on live TV is something no one should ever have to experience. Billy Crystal lost his house that he's lived in with his wife since 1979.
Oh, wow.
Ben Affleck's $20 million mansion that he bought, like his sort of escape when he was going through his divorce with J-Lo, it survived. Anderson Cooper, I don't know if you saw any of the Anderson Cooper footage last night. It looked like he was reporting from hell. Like it was crazy. He's standing in the middle of infernos. Like it's wild, right? James Woods was on CNN last night. James Woods, one of the stars who lost his home in the fires.
I'm 77 years old, man. I can't walk up these hills. It's like Mount Everest there. It's like, pretty steep. So, it's just I posted this on X, but Sarah was on with her 8-year-old niece last night. And she came out. I'm sorry. Just, one day you're swimming in the pool and the next day it's all gone. But she came out with her little Yeti piggy bank.
Oh, my God.
For us to rebuild our house.
Oh, my God.
Spencer Pratt did a video yesterday as he was leaving a store, updating his fans about their situation.
When your house burns down, you have nothing. When your parents' house burns down and they have nothing, there's only one thing that could maybe make you feel better. A bag of bagels. Obviously, I'm in shock and my brain's not functioning, so I think this is the most unhinged post you've seen.
And, I've seen a lot. I'm going to say just like people online, like be nice, because I've seen a lot of posts where regular people are like, oh, boo-hoo, millionaires, you still have money to go and buy a new home and get new stuff.
Yeah,
but thank you, Maria. At the end of the day,
You're still human.
You're still human beings.
You can't.
These are their homes.
No amount of insurance after you claim it from a fire will bring back all the memories of stuff, the heirlooms, everything that you had in your house.
It's not a house though, right? Like you have to understand, and if anybody's being a dick on social media, like it's not just a house that burned, like it's a community that burned down. Like imagine your town burning down, right? Like that's what happened. A friend of mine who I went to high school with has been living in California since like the 90s, and her kid's high school is gone. Right, they live right
People's
there.
People's lives are affected here.
And that high school is the high school that they shoot like all those movies in, like Teen Wolf and all that stuff. Like that's all gone. Like the whole thing.
Be nice,
the whole thing is
Please
gone.
Be nice.
Oh yeah, but Paris Hilton watching the news, seeing her own house burn down. My
A lot of people are. I actually saw a video on TikTok of this couple. They're on vacation in Mexico. And they're watching the news, and they saw their condo burn down. Oh, no. And they're like, what are we going back to?
Yeah.
I've seen online Marilyn Monroe fans like us. Her house, it's like literally going to burn down.
Yeah.
It's in the block away.
And the Critics' Choice are postponed. The Oscar announcement have been postponed. All the shows that shoot down there are
Hold
canceled.
on a second. What about, not to sound... Not be insensitive.
The football game's probably going to move to
football
Arizona.
And basketball. Yeah.
They're going to move to Arizona. I know Kawhi Leonard walked away from the Clippers to help his family out.
Yeah.
So he's not playing. But football, I think that they had said that the contingency is going to be to move it to Arizona.
So they'll still play because it's a
playoff. It's a playoff game. Yeah.
Shows stopped filming too. Like The Price is Right.
Everything stopped filming. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
They made an arrest in the California wildfires.
They did?
Yeah, they did. What it was a flare-up. What started it was a flare-up that it was a fire that was started days earlier by an Uber driver, a guy named Jonathan Rinderneck, 29 years old. He's accused of starting the initial fire on New Year's Day that then rekindled and became the Palisades fire. He was arrested in Florida and charged with destruction of property by means of fire, which carries a minimum 5 years in federal prison. He actually was the one who called 911 to report the fire and then offered to help firefighters battle the blaze.
But how did he start the fire?
So he dropped, he had a fare and he dropped them off on New Year's Day, and then he just went over there and started a fire with like a lighter or a torch or something.
On purpose.
He was obsessed with fire. They found stuff on his social media where he had AI'd video of like California on fire before this even started. So then what wound up happening was the winds came in, 23,000 acres and 6,800 structures, and 12 people died in those fires. Los Angeles fire officials already under scrutiny for their failure to pre-deploy engines to the Palisades fire are now facing even more questions about why they didn't fully extinguish the flames of the initial fire. The sheriff's department said this affidavit puts the responsibility on the fire department. So they knew there was a fire there. They were there days earlier, and they knew the winds were coming, and they didn't fully put it out. And then that one spot is what blazed everything else up. So they knew that spot was there. They were already there.
So does the Uber driver get into even more trouble, or is like...
Oh, he's in the maximum amount of trouble that you could possibly
jail time,
get
you think?
into. Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Justin Bieber is teasing a new music project. So this is something he posted on Instagram. And I don't know whether this is like a song or like what's going on, but you tell me.
You taking bait, I'm shaking. You shaking off the hate. Okay, I'm shaking off the hate. Okay, I just bought a bike just to go out the country, and I'm not feeling nice. Got the sun on my skin. Okay.
That doesn't even sound like him.
Looking good on a Tuesday.
You know what it kind of sounds like?
What?
Sham, correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of sounds like SZA a little bit.
Yeah, I can see this. You know what? It feels like, you remember when Kanye West did that poopity scoopity doopity thing? It feels like a troll is what it feels like. What it feels like.
You think so?
Yeah.
Poopity scoop. Scoopty dee whoop. Whoopty scoopty poop. Poopty scoopty scoopty whoop. Swoopity scoop whoop scoop. Poop diddy whoop scoop. Poop. Scoop diddy whoop. Whoop diddy scoop.
Hey.
Whoop diddy scoop poop.
The lawsuit that Drake launched yesterday against Universal Music Group for publishing Not Like Us, the Kendrick song. Which the lawsuit says includes false allegations of pedophilia and calls for violent retribution against Drake. And that led to the incidents at Drake's home and damaged his reputation. The lawsuit is not about the artist, they say, of Not Like Us. So it's not about Kendrick. It is instead entirely about Universal Music Group, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. The statement says when it came to the incidents at Drake's house, remember the shooting?
Yeah.
And at the time, it wasn't 100% confirmed if Drake was home during the shooting. The lawsuit confirms that he was. The statement says a group of armed assailants drove up to Drake's house in the middle of the night, and someone shouted an expletive before at least one person opened fire. One bullet hit the front door, and another hit a security guard, who was also Drake's friend, leaving Drake and his friends scrambling to keep the man alive for nearly a half hour while they waited for the ambulance. Wow. The claim also details another incident in which someone allegedly tried to break into his home on May 8th and mentions a third that happened on May 9th, where a man allegedly used his bare hands to dig a hole under the security fence surrounding Drake's house and managed to squeeze through onto the property. Security guards caught him before he could do anything, but the man allegedly yelled racist slurs and threats against Drake while they were removing him off the property. Universal Music Group denied these allegations, saying not only only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, is illogical, is what they had to say. So Drake is blaming them for everything.
I don't blame him.
Everything. Yeah.
Damn. Because, like, that's supposed to be your label. That's supposed to be the people that have your back, and then they're going to allow another artist under the label to call you a pedophile.
I mean, Drake said some stuff, too.
Not a pedophile, though.
Yeah, but he said some stuff about other people, too, right?
He claimed that one of Kendrick's kids was actually fathered by his manager.
Right.
That the manager slept with Kendrick's wife.
Yeah, it's a dirty business. It's a dirty business, baby.
They both wrong.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This is a crazy-ass story, man. So the Justin Baldoni, the guy who directed, what was that movie called that he did? Was it?
Oh, the one with...
It Ends With Us?
Yes.
With Blake Lively. So the lawsuit's going back and forth, right? Blake Lively accused Justin Baldoni of all of this stuff, inappropriate behavior on set, not having an intimacy coordinator around, fat-shaming her after she had a baby, all of this stuff. And then she sent that. She did a big interview with the New York Times. Justin Baldoni turned around, sued the New York Times for like $250 million or something like that, just so they could get all the discovery that they had in their case. So now it's escalated to Justin Baldoni is now going to great lengths to prove that he's Nice Pool. Remember?
Sorry, what?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Remember Nice Pool, the guy with the bun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have a clip of him. He's a douchey version
Sorry
of
about that.
Deadpool.
But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool. Who are you? Oh, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool, too. She just had a baby, too, and can't even tell. Plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistoleros? Of course. To match my ear huggy. That's okay. I identify as a feminist.
So now Baldini's lawyer has sent notices off to Kevin Feige and Disney's Bob Iger, demanding that they retain all documents and data related to Baldini because Baldini is convinced that Ryan Reynolds was making fun of him through the character of Nice Pool. They want all documents that prove that there was a, quote, deliberate attempt to mock, harass, ridicule, intimidate, or bully Justin Baldini through that character. Nice Pool, as you just heard, is a sort of Deadpool variant known for like being cheesy, over the top, vapid, idiotic, and self-serving, not to mention sexist and occasionally echoing what Baldini is being accused of by Blake Lively. So you heard that thing in there. So Blake Lively in the movie was Lady Pool, right? And then if you remember in Deadpool and Wolverine, he says she's gorgeous, she just had a baby, but you can't tell, right? So that line is very similar to what Blake Lively's accused Baldini of saying on set of It Ends With Us. Another scene, Nice Pool is disregarding of accusations by sexism by saying it's okay, I identify as a feminist. Nice Pool also seemingly reiterates Lively's sexual misconduct allegations when in the movie he said, where in the God's name is the intimate coordinator? Now, here's where it gets interesting. We know Ryan Reynolds played a bunch of the Deadpools, right? Like that's his character. There's all sorts. There's a kid, there's a dog, there's all these other things. But Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds is also Nice Pool. If you look in the credits of Deadpool, Nice Pool is credited as being Gordon Reynolds. Okay?
Who's Gordon?
Just some made-up name. Gordon Reynolds. If you look at the credits for It Ends With Us, Blake Lively has a section where it's Blake Lively would like to thank. She thanks her kids, her manager. She thanks Gordon Reynolds. Right?
See what you did there.
So anyway, God, could you imagine finding out? Like somebody went through those great lengths to goof on you? Yeah. Creating a character?
Spending millions
in a
of dollars?
Marvel movie?
Millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars.
And reshoots and re-voiceovers and all that stuff?
It's so good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The President Trump inauguration yesterday had everything.
USA.
3 ex-presidents, a congressman in shorts, a giant, Jeff Bezos' girlfriend's boobs, a row of tech bros who all got caught looking at Jeff Bezos' girlfriend's boobs, Melania in a hat just big enough to prevent her husband from giving her a kiss. a possible Nazi salute or two, a half dozen billionaires, Snoop, and one of Trump's first moves as president was, yes, to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. It had everything.
Yo, he said he was going to do it.
It had everything. Also, tech issues. And I want to highlight two responses to tech issues. He's got a... You know how he gave Elon Musk the Department of Government Efficiency? Mm-hmm. Trump's got to start some sort of U.S. Department of AV because their AV yesterday was terrible. So Carrie Underwood was there to sing America the Beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Carrie Underwood on stage, everybody there, and the backing track's not working. And the guy who's walking around with the mic, they keep like trying to fix it.
Yeah.
And there's a clip where Carrie, you can't hear her, but you see her, and she just looks at the guy and goes, "Why don't I just sing?" And then he hands her the mic, and she does this.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
She sounds great. She's prepared.
Thank you.
For purple mountains,
and everybody starts joining her because there's no music.
And that is exactly how you take control of a situation.
Yes.
Good for you, Carrie Underwood.
The guy was like, "Sorry, there's no backing track. We don't know what to do." And she was like, "Why don't I just sing?"
Yeah. Hold my beer.
Right? And she sounded dynamite.
She always
She's
is.
amazing, though.
Yeah. What a moment.
And
good for you, Carrie Underwood.
Then at one of the balls afterwards, Billy Ray Cyrus was set to perform. Billy Ray Cyrus standing on stage, and his guitar wasn't working.
How does your guitar not work?
I don't know. And how do you
not
have two guitars? But
they didn't have a backup?
They didn't have a backup guitar.
Billy Ray, you're a professional, sir.
Thank you. So Billy Ray's sitting there in front of a huge audience, and like tech guys are coming out, fiddling with his like plug, like changing things out, everything else. And they're like...
Fiddling with his plug in front of everyone?
Yes. And they're like, your guitar doesn't work. So Billy Ray, if Carrie Underwood can rise to the occasion,
yes.
God damn, so can Billy Ray.
He's a pro.
I'm going to take my horse to the old town road.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to...
This is... Okay.
I can't no more. Y'all can put your hands together now like that. If you encourage about, keep going.
Oh, no.
They told me to kill as much time as possible. So does anybody know the words to Achy Breaky Heart while I'm here? I'll try a little bit. Let's see what happens. Hey, is my guitar still on? I think they cut me off.
Okay.
OMG.
So when Billy Ray hits the stage...
Why does he sound like
right?
that?
Billy Ray has to do Achy Breaky Heart, okay? So here's
Signature.
Billy Ray. We just saw Carrie Underwood, right? Rise to the occasion, crush it. Billy Ray on stage, no guitar. He's trying a lot to help them, give them time to fix the tech issues. Realizes the tech issues are not going to happen. So he, much like Carrie Underwood, is going to have to do a classic a cappella. So yes, if you were in that crowd, Billy Ray was not leaving that stage without Achy Breaky Heart.
Come on, Billy Ray. I know you can do it, bro.
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. Come on, like this. Or you can tell your friend just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my own, go back to the farm. Or you can tell my feet to hit the floor.
Oh, my God.
Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips. They won't be reaching out for you no more. One time.
Yeah, one time.
Don't tell my heart,
oh, no.
my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand.
Bro, this is your legacy right here.
And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill a span.
Okay. I have a feeling that along with his guitar not working, there had to have been some sort of vocal track that also failed.
100%.
Well, because he doesn't even sound like he used to. Like, he sounds really, like
he just woke up.
Yeah. Or like he's been screaming.
Yeah. A lot of people were asking why Jeff Bezos' girlfriend just didn't buy a shirt off Amazon.
What about Zuckerberg?
He was into it.
Yo, his eyes was like,
He was
yo,
into it.
Ping.
He was into it. I know that there's like a lot of sort of like you just over the top tradition and decorum and everything else, but she literally just wore a bra. Like you could it was like a bra and a jacket.
She walked into that building. Everybody was like,
She even strutted and looked at the camera. Like she was owning
she
it.
knew.
She was like, I'm here for it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Billy Ray Cyrus responding to his disaster performance at the Liberty Ball at Trump's inauguration.
Disaster?
If you missed it, the sound went out. His guitar wouldn't work. I'm guessing they had backing vocals ready to go, and he just went out there and did this.
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. Come on, like this. Or you can tell your friend just what
sounds just like the record, guys.
Billy Ray says, I wouldn't have missed the honor of playing this event, whether my microphone, guitar, or monitors worked or not. I was there because President Donald J. Trump invited me. I had a ball at the Liberty Ball last night, and I've learned enough all these years. When the producer says you're on, you go out and entertain the folks, even if the equipment goes to hell. I was there for the people, and we had a blast. That's called rock and roll. I mean,
you can tell the world you never was my girl.
I've heard people have a blast
clothes
before.
up when I'm gone.
You heard what?
I've heard people have a blast before.
Or you can tell your friend just what a fool I've been.
This hurts.
And laugh and
Doesn't really sound like a blast.
Man, he sounds so sad.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Gotta talk about the spectacular implosion of Carla Sofia Gascon and her Oscar campaign for Best Actress in Emilia Perez. So Emilia Perez Netflix movie.
Okay.
So going into the Oscars, Emilia Perez has been the front runner with 13 nominations, including Best Actress for Carla, where she became the first trans actress ever to be nominated.
What's her
film Carla with a K.
Oh, okay.
The film also stars, this is the one with Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Right? So from the Golden Globes.
Okay.
So the whole campaign is now in flames after an archive of Carla's past racist and homophobic tweets came out, insulting blacks, Muslim, Jews. She's also fat-shamed Adele at some point back in 2020 when Adele lost weight, and then Carla was going off on her arms. And in 2022, Carla tweeted about Selena Gomez, who again is her co-star in this movie, saying she's a rich brat who plays the poor bastard whenever she can and will never stop bothering her ex-boyfriend and his wife. Other problematic tweets range from everything from George Floyd to the Academy Awards being too diverse to Muslims in Europe. While watching the 2021 Oscars, Carla tweeted, "More and more the Oscars are looking like a ceremony for independent and protest films. I don't know if I'm watching an Afro-Korean festival or a Black Lives Matter demonstration." First of all, I don't know what an Afro-Korean festival is, but to me it sounds like the food and music would be fire.
Yes.
100%.
Totally agree.
Zoe Saldana is now distancing herself from this during a Q&A the other day. Zoe Saldana said, "I'm still processing everything that has transpired in the last couple of days, and I'm sad. It makes me really sad because I don't support it, and I don't have any tolerance for any negative rhetoric towards people of any group." So, and Netflix changed the box cover on the movie already. I think
include her?
I think they put like Zoe Saldana or Selena Gomez in the box cover. They've taken Carla's picture right off it, and then she did offer some sort of apology, but within that apology she did the "I have a Muslim friend," right?
You can't do that.
It was one of those, but it's a spectacular downfall.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Big Balls has been trending on social media for the past 24 hours.
You're welcome.
So it goes like this. Elon Musk's Doja organization, the Department of Government Efficiency, right? So they're going through everything, all the overspending that they're trying to find that the U.S. government does. And the USAID, which is the I thought it was USAID, but it's actually the United States of America International Development Fund. So they're the ones responsible for sort of doling out a lot of money to different organizations and whatnot around the world. And they've found some sketchy things in there, but also some legitimate legitimate things. But where the controversy is that Elon put together this team of these computer savant ninjas to sort of go through everything, and they build all these graphs and they track the money and everything else. And the problem is that I think the oldest person on this team of 5 is 25 years old.
Oh my God. Okay.
The youngest is 19. Okay. And these people have security clearance. And so you have these guys in there who are tasked with combing through everything. And now they're starting to find out who these people are on Elon's team. Here's CNN.
Yes, so this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online, so that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge, and we looked into his background, and so we found several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old.
He also worked at a startup that only hired convicted hackers.
Oh my God. Damn, Big Balls.
So anyway, so if you're wondering why Big Balls is trending, it's because of this 19-year-old kid who's working for Elon Musk that everybody has a huge problem with.
Bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
One of the great things the weekend gave us, aside from an absolute drudging at the Super Bowl, was everybody freaking out over Big Balls. We talked about Big Balls on Friday. This is the 19-year-old tech wizard who works for Elon Musk's Doja organization, tracking all the government efficiencies and overspending and everybody else. And the world was horrified when they found out that there was a 19-year-old who goes by the name Big Balls online that may have access to certain sensitive information.
Like all the sensitive information.
Oh, bro, it was all anyone could talk about over the weekend.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with Musk and Big Balls.
Big Balls.
Big Balls. Big Balls, who work for Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, Doge.
In the one case of the Big Balls kid, a literal teenager.
Big Balls online.
Big Balls here that Katie's talking about. A 19-year-old that goes by the username Big Balls.
So that would be one way that we could refer to him.
Young computer whizzes, the aforementioned Big Balls.
Because who among us doesn't feel better about Big Balls, Big Balls, Big Balls in charge of American air traffic control?
That kid won. You know what I mean?
Oh, big time.
That kid won. How long had he been Big Balls online for? Probably a real long time. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And finally.
He's like, yes, they know me now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Super Bowl last night. How many companies was Matthew McConaughey shilling for? I think he was 3.
Yeah, good for him. Get the bag, bro.
Right?
If companies are paying $8 million a spot.
I mean, hey, no one's complaining about seeing him on the screens.
Yeah, he was doing there was a whole bunch of stuff he was doing last night. The game was just a complete blowout, so there's that. However, a lot of people wondering if Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift can survive this. She was shut out of the Grammys the weekend before. He loses Super Bowl 1 week later. Now we're going to see what that couple's built for. Loss is not something they know as a couple. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. Halftime show. Now, Mocha, are your thoughts on this just because you thought it was a crap halftime show or because it's Kendrick Lamar and you're a Drake fan? Yes.
Both. It was a boring-ass halftime show
awful.
by comparison to everything else. Y'all remember Usher last year?
Yeah.
Man, we were all turning up so hard.
Rihanna the year before.
Yes.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not very exciting.
So boring,
I
bro.
think a couple things that need to happen or that you just need to keep in mind when it comes to the Super Bowl. One, I think that as giant of an artist and as acclaimed of an artist as Kendrick Lamar is, I think for the Super Bowl, you need to have an artist who has commercial hits.
Absolutely.
For one. Everybody was sitting in that stadium last night when he was performing. I think that at the end of the night last night, as hard as he went in, because it was like, are they going to let Kendrick call Drake a pedophile on television? Right? Which they did, I guess, right?
The whole show was a giant diss to him.
So play the clip right now. We'll get into a little bit because it was all about Not Like Us. It was just all about that song. That whole 13 minutes was just all about Not Like Us, right?
Absolutely.
And then Kendrick had said, you know, I want to play your favorite song, but I know they like to sue, something like that.
Yeah.
And then he went into this.
I hate you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Like, listen, here's the thing. Kendrick would not have this Super Bowl spot if it weren't for Drake and if it weren't for this song.
I think Drake won the night.
Absolutely, Drake won the night.
For multiple reasons. One, watching Kendrick's halftime show made you realize just how many more bangers Drake has.
Yes.
Right? Watching Kendrick on the biggest night of his life, and he has had large nights, but this was definitely the biggest stage. And he took his moment on the biggest stage of his life and made it all about Drake.
Of course he did.
And both
he
of
would
those
not have any of this without Drake.
And both of those things are huge wins.
He had to do this song because if he didn't, that would be the headline.
No. I get it. But he made it all about Drake.
Like the final shot of the performance was the game over.
Yeah, right.
Like in the stands, like, come on. Like, the whole thing was just so extra.
And I will say this, that Kendrick is like not my genre or whatever, but I can fully appreciate the accolades and respect that are heaped on him.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar is extraordinarily talented. There's no question. Kendrick Lamar might be one of the least charismatic musical geniuses in that world.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen somebody not command a stage like Kendrick Lamar.
Yo,
every genre of music has it, right? Every genre of music has that guy who is a genius but is boring and you don't want to watch him, right? He's Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love Phil Collins.
Same thing though. Boring. Genius, but boring. Kendrick Lamar, boring. He's a boring performer. He does not command attention.
I'll tell you what he did get attention for.
Which was?
Dem James.
Yes.
Oh my God, the jeans.
Can we talk about the jeans? Bro, who's your stylist?
The long shaggy from Scooby-Doo bell bottoms.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And
Like,
also, he's a
either
little man.
Like, commit.
He looked even littler on stage
Yeah,
with
like
those
either
pants.
commit to tight or commit to loose, bro. You can't do both, Kenny.
Right. And don't get me wrong. That was the only part that I liked.
I like
loved
Serena
it.
Williams dancing.
I love that's his Drake's ex-girlfriend. Well, you're going to cart her out too,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean?
And SZA.
Can I play something for you guys real quick?
Yes.
Because I have thoughts
Okay.
about what you're going to hear.
I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor.
Okay, here's my thoughts. Because I found that at certain parts of his performance, when you're looking at the crowd, people are not reacting, but you hear the crowd losing their minds. That A minor part, along with the crowd chants for Kendrick, I feel was pumped in audio, was added in the arena. I think everybody knows Not Like Us. I think people were so bored of that performance, they could care less to yell out A minor. I think that was pumped in.
Yeah, it may have been. The crowd was definitely pumped in. Like definitely pumped in because you can see people's cell phone footage from the crowd during the performance, and people were like, nobody was. I mean, they would listen. Nobody was being overly disrespectful, but they weren't in it because nobody knew any of the music.
That's
right.
right.
Like that's the whole thing.
I
is
think
that
they often do that though for shows, right?
Oh, they pump in stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But to go that far as to pre-record the A minor part is just like next level, right? Like that is next level. But yeah, I think Drake won last night, you know, and I know Kendrick said game over and everything else, but I actually think that the person who won was Drake, and it's kind of crazy because you're watching that whole performance and the only thing I thought watching Kendrick was, if Drake had 13 minutes to fill, think of the bangers that he could fill with that 13 minutes.
Are you kidding?
Right? You know what I mean?
Slap after slap.
Yeah.
Always next year.
Yeah. Like just like it would kill.
Listen, Not Like Us is a great beat.
Yeah.
That's not a good song. I think when you look at the comparison of diss records,
right,
I'm going to say Drake had the better diss records. Strategically, Kendrick was on point with the way he released his song and the mass appeal production on the track. But I think Drake had I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shem. But like, you can't tell me Not Like Us is better than Push-Ups.
I think it is.
I think it is.
I think it is. 100%.
Like,
100%.
here's the thing. I think that Family Matters was the best diss record in the entire beef.
Yeah.
Not Like Us is a absolute certified top 3 diss record of all time.
Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
LFG.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Oh, let's set to go. I got you.
Come on, man. Yo, the final boss is coming to Toronto. Elimination Chamber tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Rogers Center.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yep.
Jam-packed.
Yep.
Trish Stratus on the show today to talk about her tag match that she's going to be in. Also, Trish Stratus celebrating her 25th anniversary of debuting on Raw.
Who's she partnering up with?
Tiffany Stratton.
Who's that? We like her?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do, Shem?
Oh, we do.
Okay. Oh, we like her.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah. I got you, brother. Hold on.
All right. What's her name? Tiffany Stetson? What is it?
No,
Tiffany Stratton. I like her.
John Cena. Bro, I'm so hyped.
Hey, I was watching a video of a guy last night who was like, ever since I learned how to take my T-shirt off like John Cena, it's all I do. Because John Cena has a real interesting way of taking a T-shirt off.
Yeah.
What, the way when he takes it off and he swings it around and he throws it?
Yeah, but no, the way he takes it off, though. Because the way John Cena takes a T-shirt off...
Oh, he grabs from the bottom.
No, he doesn't grab it from the bottom. He grabs it from the arm, sucks his whole arm through, and then whips the whole thing off his head.
Wow.
It's a really interesting way to take a T-shirt off.
Oh my God, that's how I do it.
Just like one arm?
Yeah.
Do it. Come here.
Do it right now.
Okay.
No, come here. Stand over here.
Yeah, come
I
here.
don't know if I want to see this.
Don't look then.
Take your glasses off.
That's exactly how John Cena takes his shirt off. That's exactly how John Cena takes his shirt off.
Honestly, I missed it. Do it again.
Okay, put it back on, Maury.
Do it again.
How did...
And watch. That's exactly how John Cena takes his shirt off.
Yeah, like twins.
Wow.
But there's a video of a guy, and all he's doing is walking around his house, taking T-shirts off and throwing them.
Well done.
I feel seen for the first time.
Try that.
I'm actually impressed.
So much.
How I've always done it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a very smooth way of taking
Also,
a T-shirt off.
Bro, time to trim, man. That's you don't even need a shirt. You're like a carpet under there, dog.
You're ready for tomorrow, Maury. You are ready.
Yeah, we're all going to have quite different weekends. Myself, Dammit Maury, Cheesecake, and Roz are going to be at Elimination Chamber. Maria and her friends are going to be at a gay bar.
Yeah.
I'd rather go there.
Yeah, I'm going on Saturday.
Yeah. Hey, what's that song? Isn't there a song called I Want to Take You to a Gay Bar? Anyway, why are you going to a gay bar?
We just want to go.
What bar is it?
I think we might go to Cruise and Tangos.
They
have a drag show at like 11:30, so we want to go and like watch the show and then just like have a few drinks.
If you go down to the bathroom and you see them,
Sorry?
hear me out.
I'm not
if
gay.
You go, honestly, if you go to the bathroom and you see the metal work on the doors,
yes,
I did that.
What do you mean you did that?
Back in 1999.
What did you
the
do?
Stains?
Yeah, no, they scuffed them with sanders.
The hand marks?
I helped build those bathroom doors.
The step stool that's attached to the bottom?
Oh my God.
What did you contribute?
I took a sander to metal doors.
Bodily fluids.
Anyway.
You know what we're going to do tomorrow? Because we're just have complete opposite. Now, we're going to FaceTime at some point, Maria. Okay? So you show us like everything that you're seeing at the moment. We'll show you everything that we're
Not
seeing.
everything, Maria.
Oh, yeah. Not everything.
Yeah, maybe not.
And you know what? We're both going to be looking at the same things.
Which is?
Like half-naked men.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Elimination Chamber WWE event in Toronto, Rogers Center, Saturday night. Very, very tame.
What the Rock is cooking.
People were asking, because we posted a photo of myself, Roz, and Shem sitting together, side by side at the event. And people were asking, the number one request, or the number one question was, how did you guys manage to get Roz to show up? Because it makes sense that Shem and I, the wrestling nerds, are at that event.
Yes.
And people were like, A, why does Roz look like he was forced to be there? And B, how the hell did you manage to get him to show up? And then I had three separate people asking if you were AI.
I sometimes feel that way.
I had somebody ask me if we kidnapped Roz.
Yeah. Wow. So, Roz, right off the bat, what'd you think?
I had a great time. I had a great time the last time I went with Shem.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful time. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You know, I like the vibe. I like the crowd. I like I like experiencing things with people who are super, super into it, right?
Yeah.
Like I love the energy of like you and Shem freaking out. Like I didn't have to freak out to enjoy that moment, right? Because I'm just like, I watch what's in the ring, but then I was just watching you two guys because I enjoy that. I love watching people lose their minds over stuff.
Over men playing with each other?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, I got no problem with that.
Were you sad that you weren't there to witness all the...
No, I was watching drag queens. I was in a perfect place. Thank you.
We freaked out even when Maria, at one point, one guy pulled from underneath the ring a chair that was wrapped in barbed wire, and he hit his opponent with it.
Yes, he did.
That's legal?
Yeah.
I mean, it was no disqualification.
Don't get into the details, okay?
Okay.
Out of the weeds.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Before we get to what the fans had to say, Dammit Maury, who was running around Rogers Center.
I don't even know where he was on the other side of the stadium.
Yeah. The big story is that The Rock shows up and John Cena, who's on his farewell tour because he's retiring at the end of his at the end of this year, right? So he shows up, and John Cena for the past 30 years has been the ultimate good guy. Holds a record for most Make-A-Wish wishes fulfilled. Wonderful human being. And for the first time in his career, at Elimination Chamber, he turns from a good guy to a bad guy. What you would call, Maria, a heel. A heel is a bad guy. And everybody lost their minds. John Cena, the ultimate good guy, is now a bad guy and teams up with another bad guy, The Rock. So Dammit Maury is in the press conference room and gets a chance to ask my twin, The Rock.
Well, do you want to set this up a little bit? Why it's relevant?
Because he called him his boyfriend on Twitter?
No.
Oh.
Because throughout history, The Rock and John Cena have had like one of the most epic battles ever.
Yes.
Like the two of them hated each other, like in real life at one point. So for the two of them to be teaming up now as bad guys.
Legends.
And going against the fans is
now.
incredible. So Dammit Maury getting to ask my twin, a.k.a. The Rock, about John Cena and his famous jorts that he's been wearing for 30 plus years.
The Rock, Maury from the Roz and Mocha show on Kiss 92.5 in Toronto. Mocha says hello.
Hi, Maury. Mocha. I know Mocha.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that!
There you go.
The Rock knows me!
See?
So I want to, first of all, thank you for a night I'll never forget.
Thank you, man.
Want to find out now that John Cena is a bad guy, will we change up the jorts or will he continue wearing the jorts? Is the jorts a bad guy attire?
That's up to John. I don't know, but I could tell you that jorts or no jorts, I think the thing I'm excited about is watching John perform this, right? Because if you think about it, John Cena has been our Babe Ruth. He's been our Superman. He's the guy you never, ever, ever thought would turn in this way, and he did. And it's a big risk, and it's ballsy to do something like that, and it's gutsy, and he's put a lot of thought into this, so I'm just really excited to see him just performatively what this version of John looks like. So jorts, maybe, I don't know. Knowing John, he'll probably stay the exact same, and he'll probably wear what he wears, and tell everyone, go.
Damn.
Maury was saying that the place was so crowded, and in order to get a question, because not everybody gets a question.
Not everyone gets in the room.
That you have to like start making eye contact with people, right? Like you have to flirt your way to a question.
No.
How many people did you have to flirt with to get that question?
3 really hot men.
Yeah.
Like you have to catch their eye. Like you're sitting there, and you're like your hand up doesn't mean anything. You have to like catch their eye and make eye contact, and start mouthing the words "please."
So, just for context for everybody in the room, because we weren't there with you, do the eye contact right now. Show us what you did, and then mouth what you mouthed.
So my arm is up, and I'm like,
It's such a weird thing. It's such a weird thing. I know.
Wow, that's new.
Because they're all on headsets, and they're like, they only go to the people they know.
And you raise your arm just like that, right?
Yeah, and it stays up too. Like by the time they get to it, your arm's asleep.
Wait, you don't put your hand down? Like it's just up?
It's up the whole time. The whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So immediately following chatting with The Rock, Tim and Maury walking around WWE Elimination Chamber, chatting with wrestling fans.
We are at Elimination Chamber. What makes this exciting?
Oh, as a wrestling fan for as long as I've been, just being here in the arena, feeling all the energy of everyone here, I mean, it's amazing, to be honest,
Facts.
Talk to me about what you find sexy about Roman Reigns.
Okay, probably the muscles, the tattoos, the just bravado, like the way he holds himself. He looks like he's a man that could handle it.
Is it important to be at a wrestling event with the championship belt that you have on your shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is cool to have one. It's like part of my childhood.
Are you single?
I am.
So are you hoping that a lady here tonight sees you with your belt? 100%. Is this a pickup thing?
Yes. 100%, 110%.
What does this convey?
Hit me up. I'm the champ. You know, I got what you needed.
Yeah, facts.
I have been waiting my whole life to go to one of these events, man. I've been dreaming of going to an elimination chamber. This is the best day ever.
Okay, how important is tonight for wrestling fans?
Elimination Chamber builds up to WrestleMania. It is on the road to WrestleMania. It is the most important course aside from the Royal Rumble as far as getting to that championship opportunity.
Get the facts.
Can a grown man love wrestling and be cool?
Yes.
I've loved wrestling since I was 5 years old. I'm 39 years old now, and I'm pretty damn cool as hell if I say that.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so who in your life is so happy that they're not here with you?
My girlfriend is very much happy that she is not here with me today.
So are you not sexy to her anymore?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no.
All right, you got all the gear on. You're the guy to talk to. Why is being here tonight the coolest event ever?
Oh, you know, I like WWE. I like watching it. Always wanted to come to a premium live event.
Yeah.
What would be your finishing move?
Probably an F5, put the person up on my shoulders, and then spin him around and land him on the mat.
Do you have a finishing sound?
Let's go!
Are you hoping to meet any ladies here this evening?
I'm just here for the wrestling now.
Focus, bro.
Is this the perfect pickup joint?
I wouldn't say it's a perfect pickup joint. You got to find a lady who's really into wrestling.
Facts.
Let's go!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So White Lotus has just been on fire the last couple of weeks.
An amazing season.
So last week, the big story was Jason Isaacs, who plays the dad on the show.
In the Rich family.
Yes. And Parker Posey is so amazing. At first, her voice, I couldn't stand it. And her performance, I thought it was too over the top to even watch. But the longer the show goes on, I am now like, she's my number one on the show.
She's great.
Yeah, she's great. There was that. Did you see the scene where they're in Thailand, and then the daughter's like, "I want to stay at this monastery," and she's like, "Why do you want to live in Taiwan?" Like she doesn't even know where she is. Like it was just so good. So anyway, so Jason Isaacs last week, the dad, he's all messed up, right? And he's in a bathrobe in front of the family in the morning, and he leans back to stretch, and it opens up, and the whole family sees the dad's wiener, right?
Yeah.
So after that, everybody was like, well, is it a prosthetic? Because that is a big thing in Hollywood right now, is the using a prosthetic, but he's like not having it at all. So I want to play you one clip. This is Jason Isaacs doing a interview with Rosanna Soto from Good Day.
And Jason Isaacs, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to mention that you had a bathrobe on.
Let me ask you this.
if you had a woman on here, would you be very keen on talking about her downstairs equipment? Would you ever talk to an actress about it? I don't think you would. I think it's a terrible double standard.
You do?
Yes,
no,
I
I
do.
would. I go there with everybody. Oh,
yeah?
you
So when
don't
Mikey
know.
Madison comes on, you're going to talk to her about whether she was those are her real parts, are you? Or Margaret Qualley comes on. I don't think you will. No. And I've watched all the interviews, and no one's ever asked them about their body parts.
Interesting.
Damn, here he is with Gayle King.
You know, you're making news because for last week we got to see a full frontal and it was you.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out
And we
how
were
to
all
ask this
talking
without
about
being impolite.
Go ahead.
Was that you or was that a prosthetic?
Well, because we were debating it.
Because we were debating.
A lot of people are debating it. It's all over the internet, and it's interesting because
You didn't answer the question.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because the best actress this year was Mikey Madison at the Oscars, and I don't see anybody discussing her vulva, which was on television all the time. No, I'm not talking about Swedish cars. You know, so I think it's interesting that there's a double standard for men. That when women are naked, Margaret Qualley as well in the substance, nobody would dream of talking to her about her genitalia or her nipples or any of those things. And so it's odd that there's a double standard when it comes to discussing.
But we so rarely get
It's a bit of a dodge. Bit of a dodge.
Yeah, he said
it is a dodge because I don't think that people really want to know how the sausage is made.
I kind of
Nice
do.
one.
Is it, I kind of do. Is it
Damn. You know why he's saying that? Because it was a prosthetic.
Yeah, of course it was. But what makes that a valid question for me anyway, and what I would have said is because going full frontal is like a whole thing in show business. And I'm curious as to whether the negotiating going full frontal, if it's still considered going full frontal with a prosthetic on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're going to go full frontal, they pay you to go full frontal, right? If you're going to go full frontal, there's like all sorts of things that have to be done on set. Right. And the idea that you wouldn't ask, you know, a woman, if a woman was wearing a prosthetic, whatever, if you put huge boobs on somebody and they showed them in the movie, you would ask them, my God, how uncomfortable was that big giant thing you had to wear? And they would
seems
answer.
heavy.
It seems heavy, right? That seems very it seems like a ludicrous thing to have to wear around. You know, right? And then you'd have fun with it. But he's very serious. Anyway, so moving on to more White Lotus. This week, the big story was...
It's going to be a spoiler alert. I haven't watched it yet.
It's not a spoiler alert. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay.
The two brothers get high and kiss.
What? That's a spoiler, bro. What happened?
Okay, so...
Yo, man, why?
Okay, and so...
The brothers?
Yes, and the reaction on social media was very weird because there was a lot of people that were like very happy that it happened, right, on social media. The reaction was very, very odd because like people were like,
By
it's
the
hot.
super bro, and then like...
But like, yeah.
His younger
And
brother, the dweeb?
Yes, and his little bro.
kiss?
Yeah, they got high and the little brother kissed the older brother. Okay. Anyway, and the reaction videos are great. So here is from the Dammit's condo. This is Dammit Maury recording with Dammit Matthew during that scene.
Oh my God. What? This is why we say no to drugs.
That's why?
I think he's realizing he liked it. I don't know. Oh my God.
Yo.
That's it? That's all that happened.
That's a lot.
Bro.
I was expecting more. Jesus.
You want more?
No, I do, like...
You pervert?
Do you think they're really brothers? I don't. I think they're like there's something happened.
No, in real life, they're actors.
I know, but in this family, I don't think all the kids are related.
Oh.
Be that as it may.
Huh.
Because why would you have an attraction to your brother? You just don't.
I don't think there's an attraction. I just think it was booze and drugs.
Clearly.
Then you wanted more.
It was a little peck. I thought, like, you know...
Spoiler alert.
Spin the conch.
Spin the what?
Like, I don't get it.
What, you liked that?
No. I mean, I like them too, but, like, I'm not as brothers.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
Also, it wasn't a little pack.
The
spoiler alert.
One of the producers for the show says, as the season wraps up, you'll see the purpose of that story turn. The show goes there for a larger thematic idea. I love that family storyline, especially the brother story, and it culminates in a very satisfying way. Now, what does that mean in the world of White Lotus? Who knows? But that wasn't even the craziest part of episode.
Don't say that. Oh, guys, please.
Bro, Sam Rockwell.
Bro. Oh, guys, no.
please, there is nothing I can say on the radio that would spoil it for you.
Please, just don't say anything else.
I'm not saying anything. There is nothing I could say about Sam Rockwell's appearance in the show that I could possibly say
Sam
on the
Rockwell?
radio. Yes.
Who that again?
He's an actor. He shows up.
He was in Seven Psychopaths.
He's a friend of Walton Goggins.
He's also dating one of the lead actresses.
What is it? Sam? Okay.
Sam Rockwell. You know who he is.
Let me see. Sam.
You know who he is.
Oh my God, I love this guy. He's in it.
Yes.
That's a spoiler alert, guys.
Oh yeah, that kind of is a spoiler alert.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a one-off. It's a one-off.
It's quite the one-off.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Those astronauts were doing a bunch of interviews yesterday. The ones that were like stuck up there.
Yeah.
But it's like super weird now. So I want to play you one clip. This is Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore, the two astronauts that came down. She's the one with the hair.
Yes.
So this is, who do they blame for this disaster that had them up there for so long?
Whom do you hold responsible for everything that happened? Thanks.
That is a question that I cannot answer in a couple of comments, but I'll start with me. There were some issues, of course, that happened with Starliner. There were some issues, of course, that happened that prevented us from returning on Starliner. And I'll start with me. There were questions that I, as a commander of the spacecraft, that I should have asked, and I did not. At the time, I didn't know I needed to. And maybe you could call that hindsight, but I'll start and point the finger and I'll blame me. I could ask some questions, and the answers to those questions could have turned the tide. So blame, that's a term, I don't like that term, but certainly there's responsibility throughout all the programs, and certainly you can start with me. Responsibility with Boeing, yes. Responsibility with NASA, yes. All the way up and down the chain. We all are responsible. We all own this.
Bro, you're taking the fall.
Right? Doesn't that sound... Come on, right?
Come on, Butch.
Wow. Come on, Butch.
Spill the beans. Bro, you only packed for 1 week. They left you up there for 9 months.
So the other question was, because we all felt like they were up there for 9 months, but were they really unable to get home?
Yes, because didn't they already
you think
send
it's a conspiracy?
A rocket up there to try to catch them? And then they were like, we can't fit you in the rocket. Like, something's wrong with the rocket. You may explode.
So here's Butch answering that question.
Were you truly stuck in space? Everybody was talking about that. That was the headline.
Yeah, I understand. I think we all understand why that would be the perception, because they don't know the intricacies of what we do in preparation. You mentioned it earlier. We plan for our mission. We prepare for any number of contingencies. This is one contingency we plan for. As far as leading up to Starliner and transitioning, I think you had asked this earlier, transitioning to that long duration. You know, my focus as the commander of CFT was 80% Starliner and what those requirements meant, and 20% of the years prior to that was space station.
Yeah, I'll add, your question comes to the perception of stuck. We've all flown on space station. We all know that, we have a lifeboat all the time while we're up there in case anything happens, because anything can happen in space, right? We train for emergencies up there.
And that lifeboat is the ship that Nick brought.
Yeah, we always had a way to come home. Maybe not the best way to come home, but we always, from day one when we docked to the International Space Station, we had a way to get off of the space station in case there was a problem.
So what happened?
They had a way home.
So y'all fell in love and just want to hang out in space?
I don't know.
Fell in love.
They had a
Isn't it so beautiful up here, honey?
Yes.
Ain't nobody bothering us. Beautiful view. Got so much food.
Let's just wait it out.
Yeah, let's just see where things go.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, that all-lady space crew went up yesterday morning. Katy Perry, Gayle King, Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren Sanchez. Successful mission.
How long were they up in space for again?
I think 11 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay.
62 miles above the Earth. And here's a taste of what it sounded like for the ladies up there.
1, 2, 3, take it up space!
Oh, the moon! You guys, I have to tell you, look at the moon. That's amazing.
Wow, look at the blue line.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Yo, all that nothingness up there, you looking at the moon? I can see the moon from down here, bro.
Here's Katy Perry after she kissed the ground when returning
It
to
is
Earth.
the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
I'm glad they had a good time. Yo, they freaked out, huh?
Oh,
I mean, I think anyone would freak out if you're literally seeing the Earth from a different angle.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Liberal minority government is where we're sitting right now. Did you see the video of Mark Carney dancing?
Oh, God.
I mean, you got to
Is it
dance.
bad?
He won. He was, I guess,
What was he dancing to?
Down with Webster.
I just put it in the group chat. You can check it out.
And he was wearing a Down with Webster hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Was
dancing.
he one of their dads?
No, it looks like it when he's dancing. But hey, listen, you got to celebrate, right? You came back from nothing with that party. Minority governments are never good. They usually last like maybe a year unless you do some sort of deal. But the NDP
Damn, bro, look at you.
don't have enough seats to even do that unless
I
they
need to
swing
know why
something with the block.
Down Webster. Y'all remember that group?
Yeah. I heard one pollster say it last night, which sort of, put things into perspective, which was, as far as the country goes, that Canadians wanted a conservative platform, but they wanted a liberal to implement it, which really is what you got. I mean, the Conservatives pulled a lot of seats, more than they have in like decades, but it was the absolute collapse of the NDP that gave the Liberals their minority government.
Hold on. Can I just play real quick for anyone who doesn't remember Down with Webster?
Yeah.
I like these guys a lot.
Shout out to Nathan, the lead singer.
I'll be your man.
Yeah. And when you watch the video, Carney's just going for it, too. He looks like, remember that old video of the Microsoft guys on launch day? On stage.
It was launch day of Windows 95.
Like just
Bill Gates and everything.
He's just kicking it, man. Old white guy, right? He's just doing his thing. It's a good video, though. It's a good video. Yeah. I like it. It made me happy seeing him dance like that. Yeah, man. I got no problem with that. You do you. Pierre Poilievre, so in his riding of Carleton, let's go to Mark Carney first. Mark Carney, of course, getting to the microphone and talking about the number one thing on his plate, which is dealing with Donald Trump.
As I've been warning for months, America wants our land, our resources, our water, our country.
Never, no!
Never.
No.
But these are not idle threats. President Trump is trying to break us so that America can own us. That will never ever happen. But we also must recognize the reality that our world has fundamentally changed.
Guys, I have a feeling he's going to ask us to fight.
Good old Mark Carney. I don't know if you saw this yesterday because he was addressing Trump just then. And Trump posted yesterday to the people of Canada that he was asking the people of Canada to elect the man who has the strength and wisdom to cut your taxes in half and increase your military power for free to the highest level in the world. Like, was he asking Canadians to elect him?
Yes.
Was that the deal with that post?
It don't work that way, dummy.
So that was Mark Carney. Now let's get to Pierre Poilievre, because in his riding of Carleton, I don't know if you saw this mess. So they redrew the lines of the riding, right? So it was expanded because he's held that seat since 2004. So they redrew it. And then for some weirdo reason, they let 92 people, was it 92? 92 people on the ballot. Did you see the ballot for this riding?
No.
It's if you held your arms all the way out, that's how long the ballot is. Wow. right? And his name
How's
was
that
like
even
buried
allowed?
in there. I don't even know how
Did
that's
he
allowed.
win?
No, he didn't win. He lost his own seat.
Oh, damn, bro.
So here is Pierre Poilievre addressing the nation.
To my fellow conservatives, we have much to celebrate tonight. We've gained well over 20 seats. We got the highest share of vote our party has received since 1988. We denied the NDP and Liberals enough seats to form a coalition government, meaning and we did all of this in a very difficult environment. That said, we are cognizant of the fact that we didn't quite get over the finish line yet.
Mm-hmm.
We know that change is needed, but change is hard to come by. It takes time. It takes work. And that's why we have to learn the lessons of tonight so that we can have an even better result the next time the Canadians decide the future for the country.
And the big story of last night was the NDP. They lost official party status. And Jagmeet Singh lost his riding and then stepped down.
Almost 8 years ago, I was elected the leader of this incredible party, this incredible movement. I've worked really hard to be worthy of this trust, to live up to the legacy of our movement. Tonight, I've been forward a party leader that I'll be stepping down as party leader as soon as an interim leader can be appointed.
Shame. I like that guy. That guy's my favorite.
Shem, did you see in our hometown of Scarborough what people, who somebody voted for?
Oh, I saw.
No, what was it?
Somebody voted for the dancehall artist Vibes Cartel.
Yeah. One person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Vibes Cartel, by the way.
Yes, I love it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There is a new pope. Woo! If you know, you know. Born in 1955, making him 69, turned 70 in September. Known as Pope Father Bob, born Robert Francis Prevost, south side of Chicago.
Ooh, the south side. That's gangster right there.
First American pope in 900 years. First English-speaking pope in 900 years. First American pope ever. He's a progressive, so a lot of hardcores are not happy. Apparently, according to some of his old tweets, which cannot be verified, but it's him. Not a Donald Trump fan.
Oh.
Now, from Chicago, you got the church and you got baseball. And as soon as he was announced, Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs, put on their digital billboard, he's a Cubs fan.
Oh, shoot. They claim him already.
At the same time, the White Sox, on their digital billboard, wrote, he's a White Sox fan.
No, they didn't.
Because there was some controversy within the city whether Father Bob was actually a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan. By the way, they're calling him Da Pope.
Da?
Yeah.
I love it.
Or Chicago Pope. That's the other one.
Oh, that's dope.
So here is the Pope's brother, John Prevost.
Brother Pope.
He was always a Sox fan. Our mother was a Cubs fan. I don't know, maybe that clued in there. And our dad was a Cardinals fan. So I don't know where that all came from.
So he is, in fact, a Sox fan. So a lot of people debating that.
Get him a brand new fitted, bro.
Yeah, he speaks. He spent a lot of time in Peru. Like he's a dual American-Peruvian citizen. Spent 2/3 of his life down in Peru. Speaks 5 languages: English, Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese. He, in his speech yesterday, when he took the mic, he didn't speak any English. Did you notice that? It was interesting. He did Italian and Spanish, but no English.
It's a flex.
Yeah.
Right? For the first English-speaking pope in 900 years, he spoke no English.
I hope when he shows up in his hometown of Chi-Town, he comes out to like Chief Keef or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, south side of Chicago, you got to
Something.
represent. Or Common,
You know,
definitely not Kanye.
You know, it would have been Kanye up until.
Oh,
Jesus walks.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, no.
It would have been.
Hold on.
It would have been.
You
Oh, no.
imagine.
You know. You
What's
know
his
he
name?
would
Pope
have.
Prevost?
No. Pope Leo.
Pope
the
Leo?
14th.
He comes out, he just steps off that plane at
Yeah.
O'Hare.
Oh, no.
Right?
The white smoke?
Just strutting.
Yeah.
Got that brand new White Sox fitted.
Yep. I agree. It would
Right?
have been dope, but you can't do
And
that
throws his
anymore.
hands up in the air.
Can't do that anymore. Can't do that. On the day that Chicago Pope was named America's first ever American Pope is the same day that Kanye released his Heil Hitler song. So
Oh my God, I know, it's the worst.
It's
The
not
worst.
good.
It's the worst.
It's not good.
Yeezy needs to listen to that Jesus Walk song again.
A lot of people saying that one of the reasons that they did choose finally a pope from the Americas, and I guess he's not representing so much the USA as because he spent so much time in South America as he is an America's pope, right? That's sort of how they're pinning it. But we know that the U.S. is the biggest economy in the world, and we also know that donations to the Catholic Church from the USA are down. So it makes very good sense to finally give somebody.
You think he'll get like lifetime floor seats to the Bulls?
I imagine, but you can't because you need so much security around him. They have to bubble the guy if he goes to a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Private box.
Younger guy, 69 years old, got a lot of time.
Amazing.
Can do a lot of things, that Pope.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Diddy's three daughters left the courtroom in the middle of his trial when graphic details were revealed during testimony. However, they remained in the courtroom as the video of the encounter when Diddy was assaulting his ex, Cassie Ventura, which was weird. As did Diddy's mother. She was in there too.
Really?
They all looked straight ahead as the video played, but apparently his sons watched the whole thing. Cassie will be back on the stand today. Diddy's been charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation. He's, of course, pleaded not guilty. Like, I know you want to seem like a united front and have your supporters there and everything.
That's too much.
But reading what was the testimony that was going on in that court, to have your daughter, like your family and your ma there, listening to that, like, whoa. And they talked a lot about baby oil yesterday. And because remember, that was the whole thing, right?
Yeah, when they raided his
his house.
bottles or something?
Yeah. So I guess one of the things that Cassie had said was that when they were in these hotel rooms, he had an inflatable blow-up pool, like a kiddie pool, in the hotel room that was full of baby oil.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if that was just like the bottles of baby oil or if they filled it full of baby oil, but like, I don't know. But like, that's like, it was when they spent so much time yesterday talking about this baby oil that it actually all started to make sense, because when they raided his house, people were like, what's in the bottles? Because it can't be baby oil. They were like, what could it be? Right? Turns out.
Baby oil.
That's it. That's all it was. Baby oil.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Weird thing came out of the Sean Diddy Combs trial on Friday. So they had one of his ex-employees, a guy named George Kaplan, on the stand talking about, but like they have to do these things. They do these things where they like question you about everything and then they get to their point. So he's on sex trafficking and racketeering, charges, but they like ask everybody just like all this nonsense detail before they get to that stuff. And one thing that his ex-assistant said is that Diddy paid for everything with his Black Amex card. So the assistant had access to the Black Amex card where he would book flights, buy the baby oil, book yachts for parties, everything else. Diddy had very specific food requirements that he had especially when he was traveling, because if he went to the UK, Diddy was a huge ketchup fan, and so he only liked American Heinz ketchup. So if he went to the UK, the assistant would have to buy American ketchup and bring it and travel with ketchup. That was his whole thing. Okay. The other thing was that Diddy was also a massive fan of applesauce. And this assistant always had to have applesauce because he put applesauce on everything. And then they were going through the list of things
Like
that Diddy put applesauce on. So Diddy loved ketchup and applesauce. And the guy asked him, did he even put that on his cheeseburgers? And the assistant said yes.
Applesauce on your cheeseburger?
Yeah.
With ketchup? Like together?
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah, no thanks, man.
So that's one of the things that came out of the Diddy trial.
Pass.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sydney Sweeney is selling soap infused with her bathwater.
Oh, yeah.
The bar is called Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, and it smells like pine, Douglas fir, and earthy moss.
Oh, yeah.
It's being produced by Dr. Squatch. They describe the scent as morning wood.
Oh,
So Sydney was also already partnering with them, and she said that when we were there at the Dr. Squatch shoot, they had a tub for me, and I actually got in and I took some soap, and we had a nice little bath, and then they took the water, so it's really my bath water. I wanted to have it lean towards my home roots, so there's this really outdoorsy scent like pine and earthy moss and fir. It smells super manly, but then there's some city bath water mixed in with it. Fans always joke, she says, about wanting my bath water. I was like, this is such a cool way to have a conversation with the audience and give them what they want.
Oh, yeah.
What a generous celeb.
So generous.
That's so generous of her, man.
Is there a cost? Is the
$8.
price there? $8.
That's not bad. $8.
That's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
Oh, Shem is a happy man.
Yeah.
He a fan.
Yeah, she's a wild one, Sydney Sweeney. Like, very few people, especially in the last 20 years, have bought into her sort of
appeal,
just like the sex symbol thing. Like, we don't have those anymore, right? In show business, and
There are now, though. Like, even Sabrina Carpenter is also another one.
Yeah, not the same thing, though, because a pop star is a pop star. When you're an actress and you got to play characters and you're like this, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
I'd say Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore?
Not in this.
She's not saying that she wasn't, but she's like, Julianne Moore's not in the sex symbol conversation.
Shem, back me up here.
Hold on now, Roz. Julianne Moore
In this
is
generation?
Not anymore.
No.
She is 64. Yo, that's the sex symbol to me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't want Julianne Moore's bathwater. Love the woman, but I don't want Julianne
Moore for me.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm going to see if I can make Maury cry here. So ever since we talked earlier this morning about Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys passing away, there's so many unbelievable clips of the Beach Boys singing and the Beach Boys harmonies, right? And when you pull away all the music and you focus in on the harmonies, because that's the sort of magic of Brian Wilson. And I want to play you one. This is the isolated vocals of the Beach Boys for God Only Knows. And keep in mind, he wrote and arranged this when he was 23.
God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without. And God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be.
Man, this sounds beautiful. Crazy, right?
God only knows.
And this is the 60s. So, remember, they're using tech that was only available in the 60s. Maury's crying already. Why does this hit you so hard, Mo?
This was... Pet Sounds, this album that this is from, this is my song with Matthew.
Right.
God only knows. And he bought me the album, an original, for a wedding gift. And anytime I hear that song, it reminds me of the night before our wedding.
Here, I'm going to try and get you to cry harder. This is the isolated vocals. This one is wild, Shem. This is the isolated vocals for In My Room.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room. In my room. In my
This song, man.
Can you believe this?
That's nice. That's really, really
Isn't that
nice.
beautiful?
Yeah.
And they were kids. Kids.
I don't know anything about the Beach Boys. I don't know any of these songs, but
yeah,
this is amazing.
They were like American Beatles, right? They were California, right? All surfing and the convertibles and everything else, right?
How about this?
Yes,
For my peoples out there.
For your peoples, yes.
They were the Wu-Tang Clan of that era.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
And Harmony.
Yeah,
Smart.
yes, they were the
I like
they were
that.
the Bone Thugs and Harmony of that era.
Meet you at the crossroads.
Yes.
You won't be lonely.
Maury, sorry for making you cry so early in the morning.
It's like literally everyone, like, there's just too many people dying.
Yeah. Agreed. Sly Stone, Brian Wilson. It's been a tough week, but look what they gave us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Do you know he once said in an interview he's never been in the water, never went to the beach?
No.
Like literally
Wait, what?
never went to the beach.
Brian Wilson said that.
Yeah, he never went
And every song you wrote was about surfing
Oh, wait,
and
hold
girls.
on. But he went, or maybe he went to the beach, but not into the water.
Never went to the beach.
Yeah. You're talking about Brian Wilson, not Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Brian Wilson.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Just checking. Just checking.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Remixing the news was a big thing that used to happen years ago when people were still allowed to have fun and not everything was so serious. Where a big news story would happen, like they would talk to somebody like, on the scene of some, sort of, like car wreck or assault or whatever it was. And the person would be a character and then they would take it and they would remix it. And sometimes they would do like politicians.
He's climbing your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Right? Remember this guy? Antoine Dodson? There was also Charles Ramsey.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dad gave away. Dad gave away.
Right?
My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day.
Right? We eat ribs with this dude.
Yeah,
but we didn't have a clue. Right? Hold on. Can I play one of my favorites?
Yeah.
When they used to remix Obama.
Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down. You got me stressed out.
Yes.
Why don't they do this
Since I
anymore?
left the city.
So ever since Trump earlier this week dropped that F-bomb on live TV when talking about Israel and Iran, you were like, please, somebody just do this. So let me take you back. So this was during a scrum before he got on his helicopter talking
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Right? So that's like a classic line, whether you like Trump or not. I was just praying that somebody was going to remix it, but nobody does that anymore. However, I don't know who this was, but they just chefed up what could be like one of the all-time great news remix tracks.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. You understand that? They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. You understand that?
Hold on. Yo, that is fire! That is fire! Yo, pull it.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. You understand that? They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. They don't know what the they're doing. You understand that?
Oh, come on! Yo, that is straight fire, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let me read you this headline, this stat. Gamers have played Call of Duty longer than humans have existed.
What?
So collectively, Call of Duty came out in 2003.
Okay.
Collectively, Call of Duty players have logged 25 billion hours playing Call of Duty, which is the equivalent of 2.85 million years. Humans are estimated to have existed for 200,000 years. So again, the amount of time logged on Call of Duty, 2.85 million years. Humans on Earth, 200,000 years. Damn. Considering that there are 7.8 billion humans on Earth right now, that's a total of 3.2 hours per human that have played Call of Duty, if you break it down that way, with more than 300 million copies of Call of Duty sold worldwide since its release. That's 80 hours per copy. So again, collectively, people playing Call of Duty, 25 billion hours of gameplay.
They could put that on the packaging.
I would.
That's a marketing tool.
25 billion hours of gameplay.
Y'all need to get outside.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Imagine going to a Coldplay concert and losing half of everything you own. That's looking like what happened to Andy Byron. So he was the CEO of a company called Astronomer. I guess they're like a software company kind of thing, worth like $1.5 billion or whatever. I don't know. But this thing was everywhere yesterday. One, because I think it was a CEO of a tech company with his human resources officer, chief human resources officer. And there's a point during the Coldplay concert where they just put the camera on different people everywhere. And then the crowd, everybody turns around and looks at this one thing. And Chris Martin sits there and it's like the kiss cam, right? And he just like comments on people who show up on the Jumbotron kind of thing. And so as soon as it shot these guys, so Andy and Kristen were standing there and he was doing that guy thing where he's standing behind her with his arms wrapped around her waist. And then as soon as the camera showed them, he whipped his arms off her and then hit the deck. Like he completely jumped on the floor, and then she sort of took off in the other direction. And here is Chris Martin.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
So either they're having an affair or he's very shy. And yes, it looks like they were in fact having an affair. And there was a statement that was released that his company now says was a fake statement, so I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, so this
people are saying as if they just didn't even react, this wouldn't have been a story.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, sure,
because then
maybe
nobody would know.
But the weird thing is like they were in a box, and that other woman in there also works for the company. So, there were other people, and she just stands there and laughs. Like, if you look, the one woman who's with them finds it hysterical that this happened. But when you get the CEO of a tech company and his chief human resources officer caught like this, like those two people in that company, are already hated.
Yeah.
Right?
Big time.
The CEO and the chief of human resources,
Bruh.
like everybody in that company already hates them. If there's some sort of board, this guy's like, he's got to step down. Like he's going to have to do something.
Oh, they're both gone.
And his wife, I guess, Andy's wife, already removed his last name out of her signature on Instagram and Facebook. They found. So that was a wild thing. But no, if he wasn't a CEO and she wasn't the head of human resources, this thing wouldn't nearly have got as much traction as it does. People just like to see them fall. You know what I'm saying? Where are we here?
By the way, people are saying that's the next Halloween couple's costume for this year.
Totally.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
American Eagle has sparked backlash for the new Sydney Sweeney jeans commercial. Have you seen this? So they do. You've seen it, Shem?
No.
Sure. Bull.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Sydney Sweeney, who we know, right? Lying on her back, doing up her jeans. They put her in oversized stuff, right? So doing up her jeans. And then they do a voiceover, like she's talking to the camera kind of thing. And it's like a play on words between having good genes, like genetics, and jeans.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one where she's talking about how she has good genes and the camera pans down and then she's like, hey, my eyes are up here kind of thing, right? There's all this stuff. But the sort of play... Trying to be serious here. But the play on words between genes and like genes genetics has a lot of people flying off the handle calling this like Nazi propaganda. Here's one critic of the Sydney Sweeney ads.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this?
probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of people are very upset
Wow.
about this. But good genes, like they say that about beauty, athletics, smart people. You know what I mean? Like
Totally
it's just
know what you
it's a
mean.
thing that's sort of like crosses cultural lines, right?
Yeah,
like I think that
Sean has
15,
never
he
agreed
doesn't
with
care.
any
I know he doesn't
story
care.
that we've ever done on the show more than this.
Like if it was
now.
somebody really smart in that ad, right? Like if it was Ken Jennings, lying down, putting jeans
in oversized jeans,
right? Like,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
He a fan.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Justin Trudeau. So at first he was dining with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
And then they had drinks on a terrace somewhere. I don't know where that was. They went for a walk in the park.
Montreal, right?
And then in Montreal. And then he was at her concert.
Well, of course.
Like, vibing out. And
Yeah.
but when you look at the video of him, he's just standing there. And he's not even like one song, like he sings like a little bit of Firework. But other than that, he's just standing there, just like gazing. Right.
Like a simp.
Like a simp. But also the weird part is that he brought his daughter, right? I think his daughter was there, which is a weird thing to do, to bring your kid to work so you can woo the girl you're trying to smash. Right? Is that weird?
Well,
I mean, that's pretty much how Maury grew up. Dragging him all over the world.
True.
Yeah.
Well, can't leave her home alone. Can't leave you at home alone. Right? But is that not weird, though, for the kid?
Maybe the kid's a fan of Katy Perry.
I also think it's a flex.
Yeah.
Total flex. I agree with
Yeah.
Brian. I think it's to show his sensitive side.
But a flex for who? Like
For him.
For
For him,
Katy
yeah.
Perry?
No,
for him.
No,
to
but
be like,
but who's going to be impressed by the flex?
Katy.
Is it
The daughter.
Katy.
So wait. This is what I wanted to know. So, Maury, you say the daughter.
It's a flex for him because it shows off in front of the kid. Like,
I know.
look who I know.
I think that's trash. I look at it the other way, where Katy Perry sees Justin Trudeau bringing his daughter to the concert, and she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet."
Yeah.
It could also be a dad win, right? Like, look at that. I know Katy Perry, and
No, but
there you go.
But that's what I'm saying. I think is, I'm not down with that one.
No, really?
That's a simp move. I think.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah. And then when we get home tonight, kid, I'm going to need you to put the white noise machine on, okay?
Hey, yo.
Watch Netflix real loud.
Oh, damn.
A lot of fireworks, right?
Yeah, thank you. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing to bring your kid on a smash mission. Like, it's, to me, that's odd. I mean, it would have been even more weird if he was alone, the former prime minister.
That would be
right?
weird.
But dragging your kid along on a smash mission, right? Woof. That's weird.
Smash
A schmission.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Doug Ford, Thug Ford, Ontario
Yes.
Premier, going off on the circumstances around that guy up in Lindsay, Kawartha Lakes, who was arrested. So if you don't know this story, there's a guy who is now charged with assault. He was alone in his home, and an intruder broke into his home. The intruder had a weapon. The intruder was also wanted by police for previous things. And this guy tuned him up. The homeowner saw the intruder in his house, and I guess they went at it, and he inflicted life-threatening injuries on the guy who broke into his house. And now the homeowner has been charged with assault and weapons and everything else.
Ridiculous.
But the law is the law. So before we get to the Kawartha Police, their explanation for this, here's a little bit of Doug Ford from yesterday.
Hey, everyone hear about the story in Lindsay? So this criminal that's wanted by the police breaks into this guy's house. This guy gives him a beating, and this guy gets charged. And the other guy gets charged. But something is broken. I know if someone breaks into my house or someone else's, you're going to fight for your life. This guy has a weapon. You're going to use any force you possibly can to protect your family.
Yo, I'm with you, Thug.
Yes. So the intruder was also charged. He was also wanted. was charged with 4 offenses, including possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose and breaking and entering. And, of course, the cops were already looking for him because he was out on bail. Here's more Doug Ford.
The violence and breaking into people's homes, putting guns to their heads. And guess what? Some bleeding heart judge, little Johnny, he didn't have a good upbringing. So we're going to let him out on bail 5 more times because he's on his 5th, being let out on bail 5 times, just to go do the same thing the next day. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I get more calls than anyone in the country. Mm-hmm. People are done with this.
Yes.
They're absolutely done. They're finished. You should be able to protect your family.
Facts.
When someone's going in there to harm your family and your kids, you should use all resources you possibly can to protect your family. 100%. And maybe these criminals will think twice about breaking into someone's home.
That's right. Tag me in, Thug Ford. So OTC, I got your back, son.
Kawartha Lakes police issued a statement yesterday in response to the, quote, significant public interest and emotional response to this story. They said investigators examined all the information and evidence available before laying charges, and that only a limited amount of information is being released to the public. Well, then release more. But that's another problem with the police here. They say, under Canadian law, individuals have the right to defend themselves and their property. However, it is important to understand that these rights are not unlimited in Canada. The law requires that any defensive action be proportionate to the threat faced. This is from the Kawartha Police Department. This means that while homeowners do have the right to protect themselves and their property, the use of force must be reasonable given the circumstances. So in a moment like that, you have to assess the threat against you. Anybody would think it's life or death when you see somebody in your home. Mm-hmm. But you have to go beyond that. And you have to say, okay, am I bigger than this person? Right?
So what?
It looks like they're carrying something. Now, is that a bat or is that a sword? I don't know. But before I grab a knife, guess what? You better know. Because if it's a bat and you grab a knife, it's not good for you. It's not going to work out well for you at all.
Something that you can hit with.
It has to be a proportionate response, and you have to assess
this is
that
not like fair
in
is
the
fair.
moment.
This is not fair is fair.
Yes.
No, you break into my house, you're catching these hands.
Yes. And the table.
Everything.
And the fireplace poker.
Doing everything to eliminate the threat.
Yes.
I don't care what happens.
Squirt hot sauce in your eyes.
Everything.
Putting your neck under a chair. Kicking you in the nuts.
Everything.
All of it.
Sounds like Home Alone.
Yeah. I'm doing all that stuff.
It's like rock, paper, scissors.
You break into my house. I'm like, something's going in your ass, too, in all of it. I'm sorry. Right? You're not going to like it either. You're not going to like it, but I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything.
That's wild, bro.
Yes, it is wild. I know. But guess what? You won't break into my house again.
Not knowing that now.
Right? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe we don't know. Right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No.
Right? we don't know how the life-threatening injuries were caused.
I don't want to have to go back
Maybe
to the
he
homies.
just filled them.
I don't want to have to go back to the homies and be like, and they're like, what'd you get from Roz's house? Well,
yeah, you
didn't
don't
go as
want to know.
planned.
No.
Because.
Yep. Also, I'm going to have to lie down in the back seat in the getaway car.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. It's what you get.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Oh my God, this Menendez thing yesterday.
What happened?
Eric Menendez had his parole hearing, and he was denied parole.
Oh,
so
but is that even a shock? Did people really think?
Sort of.
Did people really think that he was going to get out?
I mean, there was a real good chance that a lot of people thought that he would. So the parole hearing was 10 hours. Normally they're 2 hours. He was on the whole thing from video from the prison that he's in. He's eligible again in the next 3 years. So the board based its decision on factors, not necessarily what he's in for. So not necessarily if he's rehabilitated for murdering his mom and dad. It's other factors. The only reporter in the room at the time was James Quelly of the LA Times, and this is what he said to CNN.
It was an emotional hearing. This was a 10-hour hearing, which is very unorthodox for a parole board hearing. 18 of Eric's relative supporters, a priest, a mentor, all spoke on his behalf. But ultimately, the board decided a number of rules violations that he committed in prison, namely having cell phones. There was a situation in which he helped a prison gang with a tax fraud scheme. He was involved in at least 2 instances of violence. They decided those behaviors were ultimately a sign that he was still a danger to the public, not that it was, they pretty much weighed those almost more than the actual facts of the initial crime as a reason not to release him.
Isn't that crazy?
After 10 hours, don't you get your hopes up?
Yeah, I know. So it's because he helped a gang do some shady tax stuff.
All the stuff that he did in jail.
It's all the stuff he did inside. So it has nothing to do with the actual crime that got him in there. It's all the shady stuff that he did inside. That's why they say he's not rehabilitated and he's somehow a danger. Anyway, so his brother Lyle has his hearing today. Now Lyle may get paroled.
Unless Lyle did some bad stuff in prison.
I don't even think they're in the same prison together.
No, not in that prison, but whatever prison he's in.
But let's say he's been perfect, right? And then he gets
like a model prisoner,
and then he gets paroled. And his brother, he's got 3 years left until his next one. They can appeal this one. It's not going to happen, but he's got to wait another 3 years. There was a case years ago. Esquire magazine did a story. There was a case years ago of a guy, and I think Texas or Tennessee or something like that. But he was in prison doing life for murder. And while he was in prison, he tried to escape, right? He had an escape attempt because he was like, I'm an innocent man. And he had just spent all his time trying to escape from prison. And one time he actually did. He got over the wall. They got him, everything else. A few years later, his case was overturned because they found new evidence that said that he was not the guy that killed the guy. They did not let him out of prison because he had to serve the extra 5 years that he got on his sentence for trying to escape.
But he was put in there incorrectly in the first place.
Yes, but he broke a law while he was in there. So he had to serve the extra 5 for trying to escape, even though his initial sentence was overturned. Is that not wild?
That's nuts, man.
That's nuts.
Innocent.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Both Eric and Lyle were denied parole, the Menendez brothers. So this happened last week. Eric went in and then Lyle went in the next day. And they were both denied. And everybody, after watching the Netflix series and all the documentaries, there were people that were thinking this was going to be an absolute slam dunk. Now the Los Angeles DA, Nathan Hochman, is speaking out about why exactly, what the thought process was. What did we not know as to why this time around they were both denied parole?
The issue for parole is not never, but not yet. And the two things I based it on is in part what the parole board itself based it on. The first was the failure of both Eric and Lyle to exhibit full insight into their criminal actions and all the lies they have told. The central lie being the self-defense defense at trial. And that's a lie that they have persisted in for 35 years. That's a lie where they said, and they actually testified to this, that it was not sexual abuse that led them to kill their parents the night of August 20th, 1989. It was the fact that they said that their parents were going to kill them that night, both their mom and their dad, so they had to kill them first. We showed that lies by looking at 50,000 pages of trial transcripts and interviewing everyone involved in the case. We said that is an absolute lie. The Menendez brothers bought shotguns 2 days before the killings in a different city under fake names. They had a pre-planned alibi where they were going to see Batman the movie and actually tried to buy tickets for it. Mm-hmm. They then staged a methodical, mafia-looking type of murder where they shot the dad in the back of his head. The mom, who lied dying on the ground, they reloaded a shotgun, put it up to her cheek, and pulled the trigger. They shot the parents through the kneecaps.
So, not happy. But I guess they're eligible for parole again in 3 years. But listening to this guy, like if this is what they're basing this on, and then he got into all the stuff that they've done in prison with the cell phones and the
which is why they originally got denied, right?
Well, no, it was everything. It was
okay.
it was everything, because we all thought, like, we shouldn't say we all thought, but so many people after watching the Netflix and the documentaries and everything else, to them it's cut and dry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the reason they did not tell this story originally in trial was because nobody would believe them. It was a strategy for the defense, everything else. But this is what they're going by, is what they testified about in their own trial, which was the fact that they said their parents were going to kill them that night, so they had to kill them first. So that's what they're basing all of this on. And if Lyle and Eric do not admit or, come clean about that, they're not going to get paroled, because that's what they need to see the change in. They need them to acknowledge that before they're eligible for parole. Otherwise, they think that they're still a danger. Which, do I think they're a danger to society? No, I don't think they're a danger to society. But that's what it is. And it's not looking good. But I guess 3 more years, and then they'll be eligible.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Burning Man's Orgy Dome, the famous Orgy Dome, was destroyed by a dust storm, and all orgies have been canceled. Burning Man is that big music, art, whatever festival down in the deserts of California, and the Orgy Dome, which is one of the festival's most notorious attraction, was blown away and wrecked over the weekend by a massive windstorm. Like, if you see the videos, it's crazy. The Orgy Dome is a sprawling, air-conditioned private tent outfitted with beds and couches and mood lighting, where consensual festival goers, burners is what they call them, can freely just go in there and get it on, I guess. They said, our team worked so hard this past week to erect our lovely space. Unfortunately, the winds yesterday undid all that labor and wrecked our structure. We're still here, thankfully, safe.
Was anyone in there when it blew away?
Well, there's video where people are in there trying, like they're holding on to like the tent stakes, trying to save the Orgy Dome. No. They're like, no. They're like masks and goggles and everything else on. Trying to save Orgy Dome. One attendee last year referred to Orgy Dome as uncomfortably moist, with a lineup of 500 people deep and a 4-hour wait time to get in.
Oh my God, yes.
They just said it was worse than the DMV. The festival, which runs through August until August 1st, draws a 70,000 burners every year. This was, if you remember last year, they had the rainstorm. And remember, they couldn't get out. I feel like Diplo was down there, and Chris Rock was down there, and nobody could get out because of the mud. So last year it was mud. This year it's the winds.
What's next year?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea.
Come on, Shem, you ain't making it in that dome.
But he has a mask
and goggles.
Yeah, but still,
you got to buy a ticket, and you got to show up with what they say. You have to show up with a partner. Right. The other thing they said is you got to show up with gloves.
Yeah, you ain't making it in there.
Also,
Yo, ugly man.
If you see any of the pictures of what people look like at Burning Man, like nobody showers. Like you're full of dust and grime and like sweat, and
so embarrassing.
Everybody is so gross down there.
Yeah.
Like the idea that this even exists is wild.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Jimmy Kimmel Show has been pulled off the air indefinitely, and there's so much to this bloody story that we'll try and plow through it as fast as we can. This is basically what everyone said happened with Stephen Colbert, but didn't actually happen with Stephen Colbert. So the accusation when they canceled Colbert was that the U.S. government was weaponizing its federal departments, and they were going after Stephen Colbert because of the stuff that he had said about Trump.
Sure.
They said it was a business decision. People didn't believe that until Paramount went and paid $1 billion for South Park, which South Park, like, destroys Trump far more than Colbert ever did, right? So the argument of it was because his feelings towards Trump really didn't pan out as soon as they paid $1 billion for South Park. But with Jimmy Kimmel, it's way different. So I'll play you the clip from Monday night when Kimmel was doing his monologue talking about the guy who shot Charlie Kirk and then Trump's reaction.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction.
So it was the beginning of what he said there when he said that the MAGA crowd was doing whatever they could to try and prove that the kid who shot Charlie Kirk wasn't their own. So at that time when he said that, so the press conferences had happened, a lot of the details came out, and like nobody was really saying that at that time, but Kimmel went on and said that. Should he have lost his job for that and canceled the show? No. But so the FCC, the guy who runs the FCC, they're the sort of people who oversee all the licensing and everything else, right? It's a guy named Brendan Carr. And Brendan Carr was appointed by Trump, and then he went on a podcast and said this.
I think, again, Disney needs to see some change here, but the individual licensed stations that are taking their content, it's time for them to step up and say, this, garbage, to the extent that that's what comes down the pipe in the future, isn't something that we think serves the needs of our local communities. But this sort of status quo is obviously not acceptable where we are.
So all the stations that Jimmy Kimmel broadcasts on are owned by individual companies. It's not like ABC owns all the stations, right?
Okay.
They're owned by different companies. The big one is a company called Nexstar, and they were the first to say, we're not airing Jimmy Kimmel's show, right? So at this point, it wasn't a Disney decision. And Nexstar is in the middle of a $6 billion deal to take over another company called Sinclair. And those two companies combined own 80% of all the television stations that Americans watch.
Wow.
So they need FCC approval for this deal to go through. And that company was the first ones to say, hey, we're not going to play Jimmy Kimmel. And it was then that Disney realized, oh, damn. And so they called Jimmy Kimmel and said, we're going to take the show off the air indefinitely, right? So it was this, there's a lot of stuff going on, billions of dollars, but this is everything that they said was the reason for Colbert, which wasn't, but everything that they were accused of doing, they now did. And they're taking credit for it, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but don't they pre-tape these shows and presumably they would know what was said before it went to air?
Not Kimmel. Kimmel's live, man.
Kimmel's not live.
It's
called Jimmy Kimmel Live, but it's not live. But they taped that show on Monday.
Yeah.
But no, they don't.
Yeah. Okay,
but you know what he's going to say. But nobody thought it was problematic, though. Like,
and
that's
there's
the thing.
writers.
But what I'm saying is that in all the meetings, right, nobody thought what Jimmy Kimmel said was problematic. It was the reaction from the people who own the television stations that's problematic.
So it wasn't even Trump that was like, yo, do something about this guy.
Well, yeah, it was because it was Trump's guy who did it.
Okay.
Right?
Because Trump, like, you say one thing against Trump and
absolutely
you made an enemy.
So this,
right? He's already suing the New York Times.
Yeah. But and now you got Pam Bondi who's like talking about going after people for hate speech. Like, it's gone so crazy. And the reason that there will never be any sort of meeting in the middle ground from people is because people just see what they want to see. And right now, it's a lot of people who seem that they're more upset that Jimmy Kimmel got canceled for what he said than they are that Charlie Kirk died for what he said. And that's all anybody's seeing. That's all anybody's seeing right now. And even South Park last night were supposed to release a new episode, and they postponed it. So it's 3 weeks now.
They were saying they weren't ready.
It's 3. Well, yeah, right. It's 3 weeks now with no South Park.
You better believe that next South Park episode is going to be.
I don't know because they pulled their Charlie Kirk episode.
Yeah. Everyone's shook now,
right?
You know what's happening.
Everybody's and oh god, just the worst of the worst is out now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Donald Trump in the UK, man, did they ever roll out the red carpet for that guy? Holy moly. Did you see all that?
No.
Was it Buckingham Palace with the king?
He got to ride in a horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Well, I know he went there and they had 200 plus people dinner.
No leader gets that. And this is his second state visit. No leader gets it. It was so beyond what anybody else gets.
Mm-hmm.
It's peculiar.
Are him and King Charles boys?
It really, really looks that way. Yeah. Anyway, here is Donald Trump with his comments on Jimmy Kimmel being indefinitely, I guess, suspended.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else. And he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Wow. A lot of everybody on the late night shows last night came out with their thoughts. Fallon, who I feel bad for the guy because he's just so nice and he doesn't want to talk about this stuff. He doesn't want to have an opinion on this stuff, but he has to. Here is a little bit of Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel was suspended by ABC after pressure from the FCC, leaving everyone thinking WTF. To be honest with you all, I don't know what's going on. And no one does, but I do know Jimmy Kimmel, and he's a decent, funny, and loving guy, and I hope he comes back.
And here's a little bit of Fallon's monologue.
Yeah, a lot of people are worried that we won't keep saying what we want to say or that we'll be censored, but I'm going to cover the president's trip to the UK just like I normally would.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, guys, President Trump just wrapped up his 3-day trip to the UK, and he
looked incredibly handsome.
As always, his tie was
exactly the right length.
And his face looked
like a color that exists in nature.
And his hair looked
better than Conrad's from the summer I turned pretty.
All right. So, because a lot of people still blame Kimmel for one of the reasons that Trump got elected the first time around. Because when he mussed his hair when he brought him on the show.
Oh yeah,
and everybody was hating on Trump, and then Kimmel humanized him, I guess. And yeah, one of the producers on the Charlie Kirk show, a guy named Andrew Colvett, tells Comedy Central that they should reinstate or re-upload the South Park episode where they were mocking Charlie Kirk. He says, as someone who can speak with some authority on this, Charlie loved that he was featured on South Park. He told me many times he would want the episode to be back up. So I don't know if that's going to happen at all.
Probably not.
I think everybody was pissed that he liked it. I think that they were expecting him to just go on a giant, rage-filled tirade. Yeah. But he started selling T-shirts that said "Master Debater" on them on his own website, right? And I think that they just pissed people off, so they just don't want any part of it.
They can release it on YouTube and not air it.
There's all sorts of licensing agreements and everything else.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Jimmy Kimmel, night 2 last night. No word on the ratings, but his first night back on Wednesday was monster. They did 6.3 million viewers. That was without the, I think, almost 50 markets because of those carriers that did not carry the show. That is quadruple what he regularly gets. It was his highest regularly scheduled episode in over 10 years. His monologue alone on YouTube right now is sitting at 19.4 million views. On YouTube. Here's Jimmy Kimmel from last night.
Did hear from one very special friend. Moments after we taped our show last night, the Mad Red Hatter wrote, "I can't believe ABC Fake News gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back." You can't believe they gave me my job back. I can't believe we gave you your job back.
Oh, Jimmy with the clap back.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maple Leafs captain Austin Matthews made an appearance last night at Hockey Night in Brampton. Mm-hmm. And this was the first time that media was able to get a word from him on how he feels about going into this season without Mitch Marner.
We'll obviously miss him. He's a great friend, great teammate.
that's kind of the business side of it. That's tough, but obviously I wish him nothing but the best. And we'll just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving. Keep it
That's
moving.
all you can do.
A lot of new guys on the team. How's he feel about that?
Feeling good. Yeah, obviously a lot of changes, but excited about the guys we brought in. Obviously excited about the guys that we have. I know we got a great team and great group of guys in the locker room. So looking forward to kind of getting starting. Guys are going to have to take some steps, but I think that's a good thing, a good problem to have.
Guys, guys are going to have to take some steps. Got a lot of guys. New guys. Looking forward to it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Connor McDavid signed a deal with Edmonton.
Finally.
It's not the deal that anybody thought he was going to sign. So it's not long term. It's an extra 2 years. So he's basically giving the Edmonton Oilers 3 years to get their stuff together and win a cup, right? Which is, he's committing to this. They've been to the cup finals 2 years in a row, lost to the same team 2 years in a row. They've made the playoffs 6 years in a row. And he signed for 2 years, $25 million, which is basically his current salary. So 12.5 per year, which I'm sure the union, the NHLPA, is so furious about.
But do you think he did that so that to give the Oilers an opportunity to spend the money they need to spend to build the championship team that he needs to lead?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's also a smart deal for him because then at 30, when the deal expires, he can sign a massive long-term deal.
But it's also, people are saying that it's a slap to other players.
In what way?
In the sense that the cap is going up. And Connor McDavid really should be setting the standard of what the highest is, because we just had that contract for $17 million.
Yeah.
So they're expecting Connor McDavid to sign for whatever the max then would be. And then other players who are not at that level, but close to that level, that is the money they start making because the cap is going up. So when Connor McDavid signs for 12.5, there's a lot of players who are then going to go to their teams to say, I want 13, and their teams are going to go, what do you think, you're Connor McDavid?
Yeah.
Right? So it prevents everybody from making quote-unquote Connor McDavid money, right? But, so he basically said, screw you, everybody, I want to win, which I, respect.
Sure.
It's your life, man.
Yeah, he doesn't have to think about the rest of the league.
There is only one game that he needs to play, and that's on the ice. Yep. He doesn't have to play the NHLPA game. Yep. He doesn't have to play the league game. He doesn't have to play any other game, right? He's got one game to play, and that's what he wants to do, and he wants to win. But no, there's some very shocked people in hockey and around the league, both players, organizations, and the owners.
I'll tell you who's thrilled that McDavid re-signed.
Who's that?
My 8-year-old Cruz.
Oh, yeah?
Who is a huge McDavid fan.
Yeah.
And close to the end of last season got all this Oilers stuff. So now he doesn't have to get rid of it.
It's true. Now he can outgrow it naturally,
100%.
right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Ed Gein show, this is the new Ryan Murphy show. Damn it, Maury's deep into it.
Yeah.
Ed Gein, by the way, is a killer of women and a grave robber, and he was the inspiration for Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs.
Are you sickos watching it then?
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that people are having a hard time with is Charlie Hunnam, who's like a stud, right?
Yeah, he plays Jax on Son of Anarchy.
He plays Ed Gein, and in the show, he does this weird voice, like this almost like sort of feminine voice. I'll explain it later, but here's a little bit of a conversation between Ed Gein and another character.
How do you do?
Hello.
You're not from Plainfield, are you?
Eddie, leave the girls alone.
Don't mean nothing by it. Just wanted to welcome her to town is all. And see you around.
Sounds like Shem when he's not on the radio.
Hey, so that's the voice. Now, a lot of people are like, God, that sounds like this. And there's a lot of examples of what people think it sounds like. So the first example I will give you is the narwhal from Elf.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's like one of my favorite scenes in that movie. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
The next thing people have said that he sounds a whole lot like is Derek Zoolander.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really,
ridiculously good looking.
But the one that everybody has really settled on because it's so similar, and I don't know who even remembered this, but the voice that Charlie Hunnam does as Ed Gein in Monster is exactly like the voice that Adam Sandler did in The Hot Chick.
This is kind of cool.
Can I help you, ladies?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, what is this?
Oh, yeah, I like that too. It's actually a Senegalese lute carved from deer wood, used for fertility rituals.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and you can put your weed in there.
Hold on a second. Now I got to go back.
Yes, thank
and
you.
Listen.
You're not from Plainfield, are you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly.
Eddie, leave the girls alone.
Don't mean nothing by it. Just wanted to welcome her to town is all.
So creepy.
This is kind of cool.
Can I help you, ladies?
Yeah, exactly. Damn, Ed Gein.
Is Matthew liking this show, Maury, or no?
We're both into it, yeah.
You are,
absolutely.
eh?
Last night we were trying to do the voices with each other.
Yeah, because it's sexy, or no?
He can't do it.
Oh, he can't do it?
But I can.
So I guess the story that Charlie Hunnam was saying is that he, through his research, that Ed Gein, his mom wished that he was a girl, that she had a girl, and just pumped that into his brain. And so I guess he made himself less masculine, and the voice was part of it, I guess, was his reasoning behind it.
Ed was only raised by his mom, and his mom was so religious, and his mom wanted a daughter and not a son. So
Just wanted to welcome her to town is all.
Oh, jeez.
This is kind of cool.
Can I help you, ladies?
Can I help you, ladies? I guess there's no lisp to it, though.
No.
Is the show good, Maury?
No.
No, it's not. Oh, really, huh? I thought you loved this kind of stuff, though.
I do, but I
Yeah.
just find this one was really not. It's very hard to follow.
Yeah. Has he started wearing people yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
And a lot of other things.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? Any interest in hearing Jason and Travis Kelce talk about Travis's wiener for 90 seconds?
Oh, sure.
So
Wood, great.
Pause. Let me give some context here, bro.
Oh.
This is in reference to Taylor Swift's song Wood on the album. It is track 9. These are the lyrics. The redwood tree ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Like the song is all about Travis Kelce's wiener.
Daisy's bare naked, I was distraught. He loves me not. He loves me.
It's a catchy song too, right?
And he's unlucky, I took him.
Like I can't listen to this song on the album anymore, knowing that it's about
Right.
Travis Kelce's thang.
To know a hard rock is on the way. Anyway, here are the Kelce brothers, because this is what brothers do. They sit around and they talk about each other's wieners.
Wood, great soundtrack. How do you feel about Wood? Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you feel like do you feel?
Just say it, man.
I'm trying to think of the word. Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No,
Like,
I mean, any song that she
That's not
references
just-
me.
that's
in
not just
is
any
very,
song.
It's very like
This is a very specific you.
Facts.
I love that girl.
you.
So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any?
Well, it's not just
way
you
or
though.
form.
It's an appendage. It's not just you as a.
What?
It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple, sometimes can see.
Japanese maple.
These guys are great. God, I love this podcast so much. Hold on.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic. And
He tries to switch it up.
See, the problem, though, is that now that he's engaged to Taylor Swift, he's not a free man anymore, right?
What do you mean?
He can't say what he wants to say. He's completely gagged in that entire podcast.
Can't say nothing.
Cannot say anything. The man is gagged. He can talk about other stuff. right?
But just not anything
But
in
when his
reference to Taylor.
fiance writes a song about his wiener, which is clearly about his wiener, he can't even talk about it.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The defamation lawsuit that Drake brought against his own record label, Universal Music Group, was tossed out yesterday by a federal judge who said the lyrics in Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us were opinion. Now, the lyrics explicitly called Drake a pedophile. The judge said any reasonable listener could not have concluded that Not Like Us was conveying objective facts about Drake. Although the accusations, the plaintiff, Drake, is a pedophile, is certainly a serious one, the judge said. The broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language and offensive accusations hurled by both participants would not incline the reasonable listener to believe that Not Like Us imparts verifiable facts about Drake. Drake's legal team says that they are going to appeal. They look forward to their appeal. And the lawsuit, Kendrick wasn't, if you remember, he wasn't actually named in the lawsuit because the lawsuit was against Universal Music Group. So they seem pretty happy about it. UMG, the parent company, have denied all allegations. So it's looking like it's done. I mean, these are the hardest lawsuits to win. And if Drake's team can't pull out a win and are shut down at first look, he's not going to get anything on appeal whatsoever.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford went full Thug Ford.
Yes.
Again, he's telling the story at the Empire Club in Toronto about interrupting a shoplifter at Home Depot. And when I say Doug Ford went full Thug Ford, like this may be the most Thug Ford he's ever gone.
So I hop in my pickup and I want to go to Home Depot. It was on a Saturday. And I pull up and I wanted to get some plants. So I loaded up and I pulled up right by the nursery. I load up all the plants and I'm ready to pull out. And here's this guy with a backpack and, a bag. And he's walking out and the store manager's yelling at him, come back. And the security guard's there. And I said, well, go get him. We aren't allowed to go get him. And so he went around the side of where all the plants and outside the parking lot. So I was in my car. I said, screw this. I'm going after this guy. And by this time, my heart's beating. I'm ticked off. So I go racing behind. No one can see. And I pull up behind him and jump into the car. I said, buddy, what's in your bag? Nothing's in my bag. I said, buddy, I'm going to kick your ass all over the parking lot. Show me what's in your bag. And nothing's in my bag. And so he's emptying out his bag. And so he went in there and he pulled out one of those saw blades that you open up.
Yeah.
And you use it as a saw blade. And the store manager said, that's what he stole. And then I went on to tell him if I ever see him in the parking lot, he's going to get a beating like he's never got before.
Stole.
Come on, Thug Ford. You're the premier. You can't be going around fighting dudes at Home Depot, son.
Man, if Doug Ford ever said that to me, I'd punch myself in the face. You know what I mean?
Buddy, I'm going to kick your ass all over the parking lot.
I'd be like the guy in Fight Club. I'd just be like, punch my own face.
You wouldn't test him? Be like, yeah, let me see. Let me see what you got, Doug.
Come on.
Buddy, I'm going to kick your ass all over the parking lot.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, Kim Kardashian has monetized pubic hair.
Oh, wait, sorry. Say that again?
I said Kim Kardashian has managed to monetize pubic hair. So
What
she
the hell
just
do you mean?
launched her most, quote-unquote, jaw-dropping Skims product yet.
Okay.
It is the faux hair micro string thong, which features a mix of curly and straight faux hair in 12 different shades and variations.
Excuse me?
So the brand announced, and they did the big drop on Instagram with the caption, just dropped, quote, the ultimate bush.
Oh, yeah.
With our daring new faux hair panty. retails for $32. It's their most daring panty yet. And they launched it with a commercial that looks like an old 70s game show. So it's like a host walks out, he's on set like a 70s game show, and then you got the three women who are standing there. It almost looks like the dating game kind of thing, right?
Okay.
Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Like the dating game, there's three women standing there, and like the host is walking up and asking them questions. Here you go.
From Hollywood, does the carpet match the drapes? With your host, Chuck Douglas.
Oh my God, what?
Welcome back to Does the Carpet Match the Drapes? The game show that dares to ask if the hair up there matches the hair down there.
So this is the commercial. This is the commercial.
And first we have Heather, an ornithologist who enjoys hiking and loves long, hot bubble baths. Let's have your guesses, audience.
So
next week,
yo, and have you seen the picture of them?
No.
Look, take a look at the picture right now.
Do I have to?
Yeah, just Google Skims.
You better be careful.
I'm sure it's going to pop up. Like,
Yeah,
I could send you the most PG, but even I took this from, by the way, the most PG thing I could find, which is I went to People magazine to get everything I just read. I literally went to the most PG news outlet you could ever get, which is People.
This isn't real. This is real?
It's totally real.
Lord have mercy.
Yes.
No, this.
Yes.
Kim K.
Yes.
Yes. Is there a market for this?
$32. I don't know. The reaction is sort of mixed, but that said, like for $32, would somebody buy it like as a gag?
Oh,
for like a one-time wear? Like, sure. If we were talking, it was $230, I would say no. But for $30,
oh yeah,
right? So
Shem likes it. Shem approved.
He a fan. He a fan. He a fan.
Kim K figured out how to monetize something that like nobody has ever thought how to monetize before. Like, yeah, you got to tip your hat to the woman, man, or her people or wherever. You know what this reminds me of? Very much so. Remember when Gwyneth Paltrow released the candle?
Oh, yep.
Right? This sort of reminds me of that kind of thing where you have your larger business, but you still have to cut through on social, be relevant, make noise. Right. And so you launch something like this, like Gwyneth's vagina candle, right? You launch something like this, and it's the sort of equivalent. It keeps your company, like it keeps people talking about it. It goes viral, right?
Do you still have that case that you ordered, Shem?
I don't, man. Don't spread that rumor, bro. People gonna believe that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Big heartbreaking loss for the Jays on Saturday night.
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, we do. Here we go. You want to hear a little bit of Bo Bichette after the game?
Yeah, I'll remember this group forever. I think this group taught me what a team is. I think it's probably the most valuable lesson in my career. So they mean a ton to me.
Yeah, that's like if this show ever went away and they asked Maury for a comment.
Here you could become a free agent now. Right?
I know. And here is Jeff Hoffman, who takes the blame for the loss.
I cost everybody in here a World Series ring, so it's pretty. Just gotta execute better in that spot, and not let that happen.
Oh, Jeff,
He's the last pitcher for us.
Yeah. Damn it, Maury had got a lot of time over the playoffs, both in Toronto and in Los Angeles with John Schneider. And there was the way that every single interview started, you didn't notice it over the course of the weeks that this sort of thing went on. But I'll play you this, the way that John Schneider reacts every single time seeing Maury.
Hey, John, good to see you again.
Likewise.
Good to see you again. Maury from the Roz and Mocha Show. John, always great to see you.
Likewise.
John, good to see you again.
Likewise.
John, good to see you again.
Likewise.
Hey, John, good to see you again.
Likewise.
Hey, John, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Maury from the Roz and Mocha Show.
Likewise.
Neither of them changed up their delivery.
No, I know. It's just so formulaic. It's awesome.
Likewise.
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 Connor McDavid trying to be very diplomatic about a horrible decision they made in Edmonton over the weekend on Saturday night. So the Oilers were playing, and because everybody was so interested and invested in the Jays, they were playing the Jays game on their screens during the Edmonton game. During the Edmonton game. And when they went to commercial break, like when there was a TV timeout, they would actually turn the volume up in there so people could hear the Jays game. They stopped it at the third period because it was so distracting.
No kidding.
But here's Connor.
Hold on a second. But that Oilers game went into overtime. They played Chicago, by the way. It went into overtime, and Edmonton won.
Yes.
So that place should have been on fire.
So they stopped the Jays game going into the third period. But here's Connor McDavid.
That was really, really strange. Obviously, we're all on the Jays bandwagon, and everybody's wanting them to win, and it's so disappointing, obviously. But strange to have it on during the game. Listening to the crowd was distracting for sure. I'm glad they shut it off there for the third.
When they're showing it, not only showing it, but they're showing it with sound during the TV game. That's
it was bizarre. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was bizarre. I found myself watching the Jays game, sitting on the bench.
You gotta concentrate, dog.
Listening to the crowd while I'm on the ice. What just happened. It was very strange. But you know what? Historic moment. Couldn't be more gutted for those guys. Obviously we know what that feels like. It's for it to be the way it happened, just completely gutted for those guys. Been a fun run and been a lot of fun. They've given Canada a lot to cheer about, and they should be very, very proud of themselves.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
With sound.
With sound during, yes.
So crazy. So then hold on. If people are cheering at something, you don't know if they're cheering at you or the Jays game.
No.
And if Chicago did something awesome and the crowd cheers at a home game.
Yes.
Right?
And I get it.
Of course that would be distracting.
I get it. Everybody was super into the Jays, right? Yeah. But like when the Raptors played, after the game, they would play the game. Yeah. You could stay and watch the game. But because of the time change, right? Like it was during their whole... They played for 2 periods.
I would stop the hockey and be like, clearly they don't want us to play. They're watching that.
Like, what's the point?
Pretty crazy, right, John Schneider? What do you think?
Likewise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
As much as I would have loved to have had that parade in Toronto yesterday, looked beautiful down at Dodger Stadium yesterday for that.
I didn't watch.
You know what I mean?
But it was all rainy here.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
So it started off, they were all they came in on double-decker buses, and then Ice Cube drove the trophy into the stadium in a lowrider, which was kind of cool.
Sure, whatever, Cube.
But I want to show you, Mocha, how it all started with Anthony Anderson, Compton's very own Anthony Anderson, introducing the LA Dodgers.
Now last year we said they not like us.
Oh, God damn it,
guess
Anthony.
what? They still not like us.
Shut up, Anthony Anderson.
Wait for it.
Drop it.
No, they didn't. Come on. Why they got to do that? I will say, it doesn't sound like a lot of people were there, though.
No, it was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Here is LA Dodger star Kiki Hernandez on the mic.
What up, Dodger Nation? It's October's very own.
Why you gotta say that, bro?
I apologize for the blackout that's about to happen. Standing here, playing the most games in October for this franchise, for this really big team that has a lot of really big rings. It's a true honor. And I want to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody. The triple champ does what the he wants.
Yeah, doesn't really sound like a lot of people showed up.
Do you have any interest in hearing the brand new Dodgers anthem that Will.i.am did? It's kind of ass, so don't. It's not going to hurt your feelings at all.
Rocking that blue and white, let them know.
We LA. Yeah, Blake dealer. We LA. Mookie Betts dealer. We LA. Freddie Freeman dealer. We LA. Max Muncy dealer. We LA.
Bro, this sounds like a commercial for like yogurt.
I don't know. We're moving in here. We're all moving. Yeah, Shemmy, I saw you grooving.
That does not sound good at all.
Me and Maury were grooving.
That looks like
it's a terrible song.
Somebody walking down the street, really happy, eating their yogurt, dancing.
So you're saying it's a happy song?
Yes,
neighborhood.
Thank you. You just described a perfect day.
You just hyped the song.
That's not for like a team, though, man.
Listen, man, there's always next year, okay? However, if you look at the stats and what history tells us, since 2000, only 6 teams have lost a World Series and then later went on to win in the coming years. This was often done with entirely different rosters, however. But according to odds makers over at FanDuel, Toronto's opening odds for winning the 2026 World Series sit right now at plus 2,000, which is ranking them as 10th among all MLB teams. The Yankees and Mariners actually come in ahead of the Jays at second and fifth.
Don't start ranking now.
Okay.
All
right.
Less than a week. That series wrap.
All
no need to start projecting now.
Okay.
They're still trying to get the dead ball out of the wall.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sydney Sweeney, that interview she did with GQ, the interviewer for GQ tried for like 3 minutes to get Sydney Sweeney to somewhat apologize for that American Eagle jeans ad, and she just refused, and the whole thing was just weird and awkward.
The president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Social about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone, and I wondered what that was like. It was surreal. Mm-hmm. And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that. It's not that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that.
But the risk is that, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues and feel like, I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like...
No, drop it.
White people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
That was so cringe.
We're talking about jeans, right? Jeans ad?
Yeah, it was the controversy around it because
but get the hint. She doesn't want to talk about it.
It's so difficult for people because, like that interviewer for GQ, they're so used to when somebody's in this position, they do the tour of apology. They do the tour of, I didn't mean to offend. I did this ad. I thought it was maybe funny at the time, but whatever. They're not used to sitting in front of somebody who doesn't play the game. And you can
but after the third time asking, and she's just giving you one word.
This was a cut down version of that. It is a much longer back and forth between the two of them.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you guys see Orlando Bloom may be the biggest son of a bitch I've seen in a real long time.
What happened? So
Orlando Bloom shows up at a Halloween party with his new girlfriend, Rachel Lynn Matthews.
Okay.
And Rachel Lynn Matthews is dressed up as Katy Perry in her spacesuit when she went up on the Jeff Bezos rocket, and also did that thing. You know when Katy Perry came out of the spaceship and then got down on the ground and kissed the ground?
Yeah.
So the new girl was on the ground kissing the ground in the spacesuit like Katy Perry did. Like, Katy Perry, like, this is the mother of his kid. Up until, like, a few months ago, that was his wife of years, a decade. And he's with the new ting going to a party where she's like, hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if I dressed up as Katy Perry?
You just confirmed your split 12 weeks ago.
Thank you.
Dog.
Do you think it's because of the public nature of Katy and Trudeau?
No, I don't know.
That's a D-bag move right
do you
there.
remember, wasn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, Maury, but like they split, and didn't he like then bugger off immediately to Jeff Bezos' wedding and start like hooking up?
Yeah.
Like it was hours, not days.
Yeah, right there, right on that Amazon Prime yacht. That ain't right, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, this is really great. Hitler died in 1945, and people still keep finding new ways to say terrible things about him. It's awesome. So,
like new information?
So, new DNA analysis based on a piece of blood-stained cloth from the couch that Hitler killed himself on suggests he probably had a micropenis.
Can you explain how they determined that?
So they tested his DNA,
like you need to know.
And Hitler for sure had Kelman syndrome, which is a genetic condition that disrupts normal sexual development, a.k.a. micropenis.
So embarrassing.
You know what I mean? 1945, yes, we still are hunting for new ways to embarrass the man. I love it.
So embarrassing.
Anyway, there you go. Hitler had a micropenis. Explains so much, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, more awfully quiet over
keep
there.
doing that work, people. Keep putting in that time doing that work.
The research?
Oh,
of course.
yeah. Anyway, this is all from a new film called Hitler's DNA, A Dictator's Master Plan, where they present claims about his sexuality, ancestry, and mental health. But yeah, according to the piece of blood-stained cloth from the couch he killed himself on, they tested the DNA. There you go. Hitler had a micropenis.
So embarrassing.
The gal he was trying to be with was like,
what the is that? I mean, I'm sure she had a lot of other things to say about that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Netflix was crashing all over the place last night. 8 o'clock when Stranger Things dropped. Everybody got that message saying sorry. Two very different ways they handled it. In the statement to The Hollywood Reporter, Netflix said, quote, some members briefly experienced an issue streaming on TV devices, but service recovered for all within 5 minutes. Over on X, they retweeted a fan's comment that read, Stranger Things is back. Everyone, STFU. It was earlier yesterday afternoon when the Duffer Brothers went on Instagram to say that Netflix had increased its bandwidth by 30% to avoid a crash. But I'm with you. Maury and I are in the same camp on this one, that I think they do it on purpose. It doesn't happen on any other service. For anything else, all the big things that have happened, it doesn't happen. I think they do it on purpose. Mm-hmm. They have to.
Because they know that people are going to run to Instagram, TikTok, X, talk about it. Increases that engagement.
Yes.
Everyone talking about Stranger Things.
Yes. It gets some extra headlines.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God, they added 30% more bandwidth so it didn't crash. Oh, it still happened. Right?
I don't know. To me, 30% doesn't sound like a lot.
But like it doesn't, like how nothing else crashes like this. Mm-hmm. It happens to Netflix all the time.
I know.
All the time for like the live sporting events that they do. My Netflix crashed during the Joey Chestnut hot dog eating thing a few years ago.
That's a big event, though.
Right?
Come on, man. That's a big event. Of
Yes,
course, people. Yo, increase by 50%, Netflix. Go to Best Buy. Get you some new servers. I don't know.
Thank you. I agree.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to go back to this clip yesterday of 50 Cent on Good Morning America talking about the Diddy documentary that just came out on Netflix. This is when 50 was asked what he thought Diddy would think.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth. I think he'll see the truth in it.
Damn, son.
So Diddy did release a statement through his lawyer. It says today's Good Morning America teaser confirms that Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. As Netflix and its CEO Ted Sarandos know, Mr. Combs has been amassing footage since he was 19 to tell his own story in his way. It is fundamentally unfair and illegal for Netflix to misrepresent that work. It is equally staggering that Netflix handed creative control to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Combs. At minimum, he expected fairness from people he respected. So that was part of that. I want to play this clip now of something from social media where it's a mom and her kid explaining there's a new way of playing tag at school. The kids are now playing Diddy tag, apparently.
Hey, so this is my daughter. She is in 5th grade, and there is a new game at school that I want everyone to know about. What's the new game that everybody in 5th grade are playing?
Diddy tag.
Diddy tag. And how do you play Diddy tag?
It's like tag, except way more scarier, and everyone runs away from you.
What do you call the tagger?
Diddy.
And then what does the tagger do?
They tag the other person, and then they get diddied, and then they're not diddy, but... And if you're Diddy, then you have to hurry up and try to tag them.
So
there's
if you
no
get diddied,
untag backs.
If you get diddied...
You're the new Diddy.
You're the new Diddy. So last week when you guys were playing, what happened to one of the kids?
So I was Diddy, and I tagged someone, and they were like, I don't want to be Diddy.
Okay. It's cootie tag.
Basically.
Right?
Yes.
It's the same thing. And then when you're the last kid when the bell rings all day in school, you got cooties, right? It's cootie tag.
It's just tag.
It's just tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only you have to wear it afterwards, right? Like cootie tag. Like the last guy who got tagged in cootie tag has cooties. Sorry, man. Like I can't. I just can't.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Oxford Dictionary's word of the year is out.
Oh,
I love
can I
this
guess?
time of year.
Can I guess?
It's
Can I
one of
guess?
these. It's 2 words. You're never going to guess what it is.
No, I know exactly what it is.
Okay, what is it? No, it's not 6-7. The 2025 word of the year is rage bait.
Oh.
They define it as online content deliberately designed to elicit anger or outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive. It is not a new word. The first use of the word was nearly 2 decades ago. Speaking of rage bait, Rolling Stone came out with their picks of the 20 best movies of the year. I'm going to go through these. You tell me which ones you've seen or even heard of, Mocha, okay? Weapons. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top.
Still haven't seen it.
Weapons. Frankenstein.
Still haven't seen it.
Caught by the Tides.
Don't even know what that is.
The Phoenician Scheme.
Nope.
Unbecoming a Guinea Fowl.
A what?
Orwell, 2 + 2 = 5.
Nah.
Best Wishes for All. Universal Language. Eddington. Peter Hoorah's Day. Sentimental Value. Marty Supreme. You've heard of Marty Supreme. That's one. Sorry, Baby. No Other Choice. It Was Just an Accident. Nouvelle Vogue. Train Dreams. Black Bag. Hamnet. And One Battle After Another at number 1.
So, haven't seen any of those movies.
No.
I would say majority of them I have never heard of.
People are freaking out because there's no Sinners, no Begonia, which I just watched over the weekend. It's crazy. It's really good, though. And
no Bologna?
Begonia is what it's called.
Oh, Begonia.
No Bologna.
It's like if I go to the butcher, I'm like, I need some fresh gabagool.
Yeah.
And Tony behind the desk is like, yo,
yes,
we ain't got no Bologna.
Yeah, they did not put Begonia Bologna on the list.
Black Bag looks good.
What's
Reggie
that?
Jean Page, Michael Fassbender.
It's not good, though. It's not a good movie.
I mean, it looks like a good cast.
I watched it. It's not a good movie.
Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah, it's not good. It's really boring.
So this is the best word?
The best movies of the year, according to Rolling Stone. It's rage bait. It is exactly what we just talked about from the Oxford Dictionary. That list is online content deliberately designed to elicit anger and outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive.
You know what else is rage bait?
What's that?
6-7.
The
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you ever subscribe or you ever seen any of the MasterClass videos that they do? You know that
No.
thing, MasterClass?
I know
you
of
know
them.
the ads they pop up.
I get
and
all the
everything.
YouTube ads.
You get all
They
the
look
YouTube ads.
interesting.
They are. I used to have a subscription to it because there was a couple on there that I really wanted to watch.
Oh, can you show me your password?
No, I had expired. Yeah.
Can you?
I'm not re-upping it just so you can watch on my account.
That's not a friend right there, man.
So the Kim Kardashian Masterclass launches tomorrow.
Oh,
it's her Masterclass in business, and it will feature Kim Kardashian's 10 Kimmandments. Kimmandments.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You see what she did there?
Yeah.
At number one, it is you are the product. Then they prove it. You perfect it. Define yourself before others do.
Facts.
Don't follow the feed. Be the feed.
Hundo P.
Turn failure into strategy. Your customer is your co-founder.
Yeah.
Culture sets the time. Know your worth, then add tax. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a great line.
Empires are built before dawn. And then finally at number 10, because I said so.
Yes, Kim. If you need numbers 11 and 12 to add, may we go to our boy Bucks?
It's chess, not checkers.
In at number 11 and...
Play the game. Don't let the game play you, player.
Number 12.
That's all you need.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yeah, I'm just distracted.
Oh.
I'm just looking at these photos.
Nuts?
No, man.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened on the weekend, but when Katy Perry posted like a bunch of pictures of her and Justin Trudeau in Japan.
Yeah.
Right. She's on tour out there. So, got a boo tagging along.
Yeah. And I know he's a private citizen now, and I know I should, just want the best for him and everything else, but ugh.
But you know what, though? Your reaction is like, unfortunately, that's everybody.
What do you mean, unfortunately? It's a natural reaction.
No, but that's like everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Especially in Canada. Everyone in Canada, let me just say.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but he should be able to go and live his life and do whatever, and Katy Perry's great, everything else, all this stuff. Like just go
like his mom now.
You what?
He's acting like his mom.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because Margaret Trudeau, she used to party and date celebrities back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Rolling Stones guys and stuff like that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. But I know I should be like just indifferent about it. Not even happy for him, but just indifferent about it. But I'm not. Like I just see that and I'm like, whoa.
Like it ruins.
What if it was a different celeb? Would that matter?
No, if it would be different if it wasn't Justin Trudeau.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Just anything Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear him and I see him and I just have this visceral reaction of like, bleh. That's all. And then the video of like, I don't know, the way he's looking at her when she's drinking that thing in that restaurant. I don't know. I just get like the heaves, Maybe it's irrational. I get that.
I don't know.
But
He looks like, he just looks.
Is what he looks. And go for it. Be happy. Live your life, man.
Yeah, it's like that honeymoon stage of dating, right? He's looking. Sure. He just like adores her so much.
I think it's all but BS, though.
You do?
I do. I think
the whole relationship.
No. I just think everything about him is performative and phony.
Really?
Yeah.
So
and his whole life, even before he was in politics.
But you don't think he's into Katy Perry?
I think he's very much into Katy Perry.
Oh, okay.
But I think what you see is performative and BS. Even before he was in politics, when I met him, he was performative and full of it. Really? Yeah. There was nothing genuine about him. I just don't get anything genuine about him. It's everything is the show. Mm-hmm. Right. And so when I see that, I'm like, you may be happy and everything else, but like, it's just so put on. And maybe like, again, I shouldn't feel this way. I should feel like just completely indifferent. Right. He did his time. He did his time. The man got a lot of hate when he was in office. He got a lot of praise. He got a lot of hate. It's a rough job. I get that.
But
he came out on the other side, standing tall, immediately hooked up with one of the biggest pop stars in the world. I should be not happy again, but I should at least be indifferent. But I just see that and I see the video and I'm like, bleh.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A life-size Donald Trump wax statue has been removed from the San Antonio Ripley's Wax Museum after being repeatedly punched in the face.
Oh, damn, bro.
The figure, they said, had sustained multiple injuries over time, including visible scratches and damages to the face, with staff admitting that had been assaulted too many times to remain on display. That sounds messy. I wonder what happens if you punch it. Like, are they hard, the wax statues?
Yeah,
or like, can you punch it and like it'll chunks fall off? Or like, how does that work?
Or it'll bend?
Yeah.
I would say like you just cause damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like maybe a piece breaks or.
Yeah, the paint comes off or whatever, right? Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Most of those who were killed in what was Australia's worst mass shooting in almost 30 years yesterday have yet to be identified after a father and son duo shot 15 people at a Jewish Hanukkah celebration on the beach. One of the gunmen, the 50-year-old, the dad, was killed on the scene. His son, the 24-year-old, is in critical condition in a hospital. Police said at a news conference 40 people were taken to the hospital, including 2 police officers in serious but stable condition. The victims range between 10 and 87. 2 ISIS flags were found in the gunman's car. And that bystander, I don't know if you saw that video, there's one shot of an older guy. So the dad, who was one of the shooters, was sort of leaning up against a tree. And this bystander, this civilian, ran between 2 cars, grabbed him from behind, put him in a chokehold, and grabbed his gun.
Oh, yeah?
Ripped his rifle away from him. And then the father of the 2 shooters went back to the position where he was. Like, the guy didn't shoot him. He just held him at gunpoint. And then the suspect sort of ran back to where they were. And then this older guy was there, and they started shooting at him, and he got shot in the shoulder and the hand. But a total hero. And, you know, no idea how many people he saved doing that. But they started a fundraising page for him, and it's already up to $665,000 for the guy. I guess he owns a fruit stand.
Wow.
Is what they were saying, like an older guy, like in his late 40s, father of 2, owns a fruit stand. But if the video is incredible of him taking this guy down. And then over in France, they've canceled their massive New Year's Eve concert on the Champs-Élysées over fears of violence and terrorist attacks as well. The legendary midnight concert. So last year, put it this way, last year there was 1 million people on the street watching. They scrapped the whole thing, and they're going to run a pre-recorded video. The fireworks are still going to go off, but officials are urging people to watch from home on television rather than in person. This is like canceling Times Square.
Sure.
Right? Like, that's how big the celebration
to show up, though.
The area has become just a massive hotbed for violence with almost nightly looting and brawling. Paris police, which pressed the mayor to scrap the concert, cited security concerns. Even open-air Christmas markets in France right now are being treated as high-risk targets for terrorist attacks.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The LAPD officially confirming yesterday that Rob and Michelle Reiner were killed by their own son, Nick. Here's the LAPD.
Through the night, working with the coroner's office, they were able to identify them definitively as Rob and Michelle Reiner. We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout the night on this case and were able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder and is being held on $4 million bail. Pretty much that's what I can share at this point. But again, a very, very tragic incident.
I want to play this clip. There's so many great tributes coming in from stars on Rob Reiner. Jerry O'Connell is a big one because Jerry O'Connell was one of the young stars of Stand By Me. And in that movie, like River Phoenix, and nobody had really done much before Stand By Me. And Rob Reiner sort of, made them all, like he turned them all sort of into young stars. And here's Jerry O'Connell.
Rob was like a father to me. He was like a father to me. I don't even... It's just surreal, Gail. It really is. I worked with him when I was 11. And at that point in my life, I wasn't like getting in trouble criminally, but I was always getting in trouble for speaking out loud in class and like not being able to keep my mouth shut. And my mother would always say, sit on your hands and shut up. Just sit on your hands and shut up. Teachers would always, I'd get in trouble with teachers. And I got to that set of Stand By Me, and I remember I ad-libbed a scene one day early on in shooting, and he was like, "Cut, Jerry." And I thought, oh boy, here we go. He's gonna, why didn't I sit on my hands and shut up? And he went, "Hey, Jerry, keep going, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Go, more." I'm not making a joke, but I know my house is dark. I have everything I have is because of Rob Reiner.
Wow.
Everything I have.
Yeah.
Everything I have.
Wow.
It's just a sad, shocking day.
Tributes are just going to keep pouring in, right?
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Travis Kelce, I guess this was on their podcast with him and his brother, talking about the possibility of retiring. We discussed this yesterday. I think personally, I know Maury agrees with me that Travis Kelce is done. And you tell me after listening to the way, and keep in mind they still got games left, but they are officially out of the playoffs. You tell me what you think.
The season. You talked about it a little bit. We're going to go out there and battle together.
Yeah, it's kind of unfamiliar territory at this point for a lot of guys in the building. The guys that have been there, I'm the only one that's been on the team long enough to see us not make the playoffs or to play a game that
there's not implications or furthering the season. Yeah. It's obviously up, but it's a new feeling. So all I know is to go out there and play my ass off and to show up and give my guys the best chance to win. And I think that's the mentality, man. There's an integrity thing here that when you sign up for the gig, you're playing this game obviously to win Super Bowls. You're playing this game to be in those playoff scenarios and stuff. But at the end of the day, man, you're playing in the NFL. Yeah.
And that's a blessing. That's an honor. It's an honor to be out there. It's an honor to feel the soreness after a game because you're actually out there. You're doing it.
Yeah. You're living your dream.
And no matter if you're getting the ball thrown to you, no matter if you're blocking your tail off and you never, see the pill, it's an honor to be out there in a uniform, playing for the guys around you, playing for your family, playing for the people back home that are watching you, that have known you since you were a little kid dreaming about this moment. If there's a game to be had, baby, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to love playing in it.
See, he's looking backwards, not forwards.
Yeah,
he was also practicing his retirement speech right there on the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Pornhub has been hacked in a major security breach with premium users warned that their data may have been stolen.
Yo, Shem, why you sweating, dog?
This is why I use the free one.
Maury, come on now.
Wow, man.
All your secrets just like that?
Self-snitch.
Deny, baby, deny. The hackers claim to have accessed sensitive information and is reportedly extorting the company. The breach involved unauthorized access to analytics data stored at a third-party data company. That's where they always get you. While financial information and passwords were not accessed, the stolen data reportedly includes much worse, which is email addresses, locations, videos watched, and keywords associated with videos. Last month, they had a massive data breach of 1.3 billion passwords that were exposed online. So
Shem just sent me a text. I'm going to read this out.
First the passwords, and then the search history.
Shem wants to know if they could access
good.
Your laptop or phone camera, front-facing camera.
No.
Thank God.
No.
God is good.
Maury just puts a sock over it, right, Mo? Isn't that what you do? Like a Band-Aid or a piece of tape or something like that?
Absolutely.
Anyway, it's not good. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. I don't even know what that website is, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.